Testing. Okay.
That was an 8-bit remix of the classic R&B song I'll Be Around by the Spinners, which was apparently covered by Spooked, spelled with either two capital O's or two zeros. I don't know. The person who uploaded it was Michael Bennett, and he's crediting Spooked for the cover. Um, Fucking love that song in general. All shape and forms and all of it. Love the shit out of that song. I think it's a very beautiful song. Kind of always gets me in the mood. I love that version. I like the Hall & Oates version. I fucking love the cover from Rappin' Forte in the 90s, as well as the two other remixes with it. I even like the song True Homies by the band True, by the group True, Masterpiece Group. Speaking of homies, boy, do I miss the homies so much. I really miss my homies.
Pain. All my homies know is pain.
My geek is missing the homies, says Big Al. Speaking of Big Al, I should have asked him earlier. I wanted him to tag along for this stream because I want him to like vent his frustrations over some bullshit that happened this week. I don't know
over the homies.
Not just the homies, but he's got a weird ass fan who believes the Rona is a conspiracy. Yeah. It's in the comments section in his video, Big Trouble in Little Lansing. You can find it. It's not that hard to miss, and holy shit. Oh, you played the demo, JoJo. Yeah, that game's great. I'm.
I'm sending him a message now.
I am. I sent him a message too. He can come in anytime he wants.
I downloaded the remake demo like when it first came out, and I haven't touched it yet because I've just been playing so many other things.
It's no longer than an hour.
Okay, I should probably hop in on that, but I've been like, nope, gotta play 6 hours of Persona.
Understand. Sakura Wars comes out in a couple days. I'm still gonna have to finish Final Fantasy VII Remake. That being said, I will stream Sakura Wars next week as part of Weeb Gaming.
I'm gonna do my mix for the night.
Is it worse than the 5G conspiracy? Oh man, I'm gonna get to that.
Oh boy.
He thinks it was constructed by Bill Gates and some dude who runs the healthcare market in order to create a one world, new world order shit.
You know, here's the thing that...
And Al refuses to engage with him. Here's the funny thing. He just flat out called him a tinfoil hat idiot. And this guy was like, wow, Al, I thought you were better than this. So why are you attacking my character? It's like, because
your character is stupid.
Exactly. And if we try to
pick the bottom tier.
And if
pick a better character.
Yeah. Yeah, Uni. Well, here's the thing. The user's name is Uni Black Sister, but his icon looks like Ramen Ram with a black hat, so that's stupid in itself already. If you're gonna fucking be a fangirl, fanboy or something, then commit. Put a fucking icon of Uni. And Uni's actually a likable character. But,
Get off my keyboard. Sorry, my cat's crawling on me.
But the reason why I wouldn't even waste my breath is because it will be a stalemate. You can't change either of these two people's minds.
Yeah, usually what I like to do, and I mentioned this before, my secret talent seems to be riling someone up in just the right way to the point where they like kind of incriminate themselves and come off exactly as stupid as they really are, and it just destroys all possible support they could have had and makes people rethink their stances.
Also, yeah, I actually like Cloud being a snarky asshole instead of a sad boy from Advent Children. It works
so much better.
He gets a little more dickish later on when you do some of the side missions. And I actually really do like Crazy Barrett.
Yeah, and I'm messaging him right now. He's wondering about what the topic is. I'm saying, oh, it's about you.
We talk about random shit all the time. Well, it doesn't have to be a topic. I don't know why Al thinks we need to have a live stream sent around. So every time we do, we always get sidetracked anyways. I say just come in, talk about shit. Effect. You know, people come in for the personalities, for the characters, not for them to find out one specific thing. I mean, that's why I listen to Jim Cornette.
A slice of life.
Jim Cornette does cover some topics and stuff, but he could talk about fucking mashed potatoes, and I would still find it interesting. And hell, Jim Cornette.
Mark, you gotta like them. You gotta like your mashed potatoes slightly fried, not this sloppity gook.
Not this sloppity outlaw mud wrestling bullshit.
When it looks like sloppity outlaw mud wrestle, they're gonna taste like it too.
I mean, Jim Cornette went off on a tangent. It turned out he used to be a comic book collector in his youth. It was actually a very interesting listen.
That sounds kind of neat.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm drinking rum and orange juice, and it's quite good.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to finish Final Fantasy VII Remake as soon as possible because not the next absolute counter, but the one after that, which we still need to get around to recording. Unfortunately, due to certain circumstances on my co-host's part, we could not record this afternoon, which I was a little disappointed by, but I do wish him the best of health. But that
probably a good thing. I was exhausted like all first half of the I woke up at noon and then I took a nap at 2 and woke up at like 5.
But the next
I was not feeling
the next episode after the Game Over Yeah episode, which we talk about game overs and bad endings, because I thought that would be a fun thing to talk about.
That sounds like a really fun.
Is we just do a spoiler cast of Final Fantasy VII Remake, when I know Magus really wants to talk about that. He really wants to gush about it. And to be honest, I do too. I'm loving this game, even with its dumb flaws. Yeah, I like Cloud.
He's good. I mean, that's the thing, is that I maybe okay, maybe me hating Nomura might be a little misguided, but I think that he has a lot of tropes I really dislike. But I think that this handling of Cloud is very good, but his destination for the character is something I very much disagree
Mhm.
with, and I hope that it's retconned that this Cloud reaches a different Cloud than we see in Advent Children.
Some of his character designs are a little too busy. Now, I don't have an issue with Tifa's redesign, but I have a friend who always has to fucking stab a knife at me, bringing up how much he does not like that design. How,
Honestly, the the thing is that video work in a special world because in anime having a design that's too busy means it's hard to animate. In
mm,
manga it's a pain to draw, and in video games go ahead with a busy design. You just reuse the model in different ways, and I invite it because it's actually kind of unique when the design's too busy.
yeah. Speaking of Tifa,
I think one of my favorite comments about that is when Zero Punctuation talked about war in Darksiders. He said it looked like somebody started drawing him and never fucking stopped.
yeah, I had a friend who in college who was an artist too that had the same sentiments. Um,
I used to be friends with an artist like that who did have a habit of overdrawing all of his characters,
I
and to the point that it became impossible to continue writing his comic because it took too long to draw a single character.
Yeah, that's another problem that you are going to encounter if you keep doing things that way.
Yeah, it's in fact, I believe I'm not sure how you feel about Vivziepot, but that was apparently a problem that they ran into during the pilot of Has Been Hotel. Is that a lot of her designs are a little too intricate and have like too many stripes that it became a bit of a pain to animate. So she said in on a podcast like, "Hey, if this becomes a major series, I'm gonna probably redesign a lot of the characters to be easier to animate."
That's fine because I actually really like the animation of Has Been Hotel a lot, and I want it to
So good.
consistently stay like that if it ever becomes a full blown series. That and its spin off, I forgot what it's called, the one about the
Hell
assassination.
of a boss.
Hell of a Boss, yeah, the one about those
I think I
assassins.
might. I think I started liking Hell of a Boss a little bit more just because of how irreverent and ridiculous
Oh
it is, and just
bullshit!
how.
You liked it because of Luna.
Well, yes.
You liked it because there was a furry wolf girl in there. I kind of
She's
enjoyed
so
it because
cute.
I kind of enjoy it because I'm pretty sure one of the voice actors is Invader Zim slash Billy from
Yeah,
Billy and
yeah.
Mandy.
Richard Horvitz.
Yeah, I fucking love that voice actor.
It's great to hear Zim say "fuck."
I hope so. I mean,
Yeah.
you see these pilots and then they kind of fade out and then they resurface as a series and then it's
Yeah.
a weird animation thing.
Yeah. Like generally, between a actual pilot and a full blown series, you get quite a while. And yeah, Hell of a Boss, I feel like would be something good to like tide people over in the meantime. But I just love Vivzi's work, and I wish her all the success. Um, yeah. What was I gonna say?
I,
The she yeah. But maybe yeah, as Motel's yeah, very very cool idea, very solid premise, and judging by that interview, she had ideas. Like everything she talked about, she had things planned ahead of time. But it's gonna probably be a while before it gets picked up in any capacity, and I feel like Netflix is aiming pretty high, and I'm kind of suspecting like maybe a lower budget, slower web series to come out of it, maybe sponsored by a larger company.
yeah, that could work.
But honestly, Netflix is the big goal. Like I would love.
Oh, apparently he was also Alpha 5. Did not know that.
Oh, Power Rangers? Yeah, the roles I know him for the most part are Daggett
Yeah.
from Angry Beavers, Pox, yeah, from Destroy All Humans, and Zim.
Oh, yeah. That game's getting a remake, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know. It was
I heard
announced, and then we haven't
I heard an
heard anything.
announcement like way back when, and then nothing after that, and I'm like, God, I hope everything isn't getting fucked.
Yeah, because I really like Destroy All Humans. I think Destroy All Humans 2 is really cool, but not as good as the first.
I mean, you get to play as Alien Jack Nicholson, destroying
Well,
all
yeah.
humans.
And then there's a third one that like nobody really talks about. I don't know what happened there, but I guess
I
it wasn't good.
didn't even know there was a Destroy All Humans 3.
Well, not it's not a third, but it's like there's two games. I think it's because they you know what? It was the Wii. I think the Wii is what killed it.
All right, hold on. I gotta Gotta resurface this picture right here. Just a friendly reminder.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but
Blue blood.
in regards, you asshole.
Wait, is it visible?
Yeah, but,
Oh, there
but
it
Joe
is.
Drummond's what I was gonna say. What happened is Destroy Humans 3 got split into 2 different games because of 2 different SKUs. They had Path of the Furon, and then they also had Big Willie Unleashed, and Big Willie Unleashed was the Wii version. And Path of the Furon was like for the Xbox and PlayStation, and I think that's what messed it up, is because they had 2 different release SKUs, so they had to split their team, and both games ended up being not that great.
All right. I didn't think this was going to be a long episode. But how's the quarantine treating me? That Matt asked. Yeah, I think we're on the path of reopening at the end of this week.
Yes.
I never heard any talks of extensions, but I'm still thinking every company's going to baby step it. In which case, that's fine. I just want to go back to the bar and order the daiquiris that way so I can drink twice as much.
I miss going to the gym. I miss my bubble tea place. I miss sushi.
That being said, I still think MechaCon's going to get postponed.
Yeah. Al says that he'll probably show up in a little bit.
All right. If he does, let me know, and I'll add him onto I'll add him onto his Discord. But yeah. In which case, I'll have to save up even more money, and then I'll have to just get even crazier. Oh, that might be him. All right, he's on now. All right.
Shit. Okay.
Okay. Let's see how to add a motherfucker in this call.
I also kind of want to talk about that I started watching.
Create group. All right. Sorry about that. Had to switch Skype calls. I'm going to let Okay. Easy. All right.
All right. Sorry. I didn't realize that I got moved to a different
it
chat.
does.
I was talking.
It does that for some reason every time I try to invite people or something. But anyways, I don't know if Al's here.
What's up?
Oh, there he is.
Still kind of far away.
Yeah, sorry, my mic wasn't near my face.
There we go.
Did you know the coronavirus was a hoax created by Winnie the Pooh Bear?
And Bill Gates.
And Bill Gates. Just so we can have a waifu as a dictator in North Korea?
Oh God, I forgot that happened.
Is he dead or not?
They haven't confirmed it yet, but it's looking very likely.
I'm just
what a weird time we live in.
Yeah. A weird timeline. If you've traveled back to the past and you talked to my past self and you told me in the future there will be a viral pandemic where the where the key to a cure might lie in Tom Hanks' blood, and we would be simping for a North Korean dictator because they have a vagina, I would call you a fucking liar.
You know what?
We all would have.
I wouldn't believe the Tom Hanks thing. I would totally believe the North Korean dictator if I knew what simping meant.
Simp and simpy are two different things. I'll get to that later. But dude, yeah, just having a conversation with us 10 years ago, I've been like, listen, dark screen. Yeah, I know, right? It's actually not that hard. Anyways.
Oh, it's about your weight.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to believe this shit.
Wow, your beard looks like shit.
But Donald Trump is president. We got a weird random roulette virus that may or may not kill you. And North Korea may have a waifu for a dictator. Boop, 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 doo, 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 doo.
Oh, thank you.
And then he's like, I have a theater performance I have to get ready for, and I can't focus with your bullshit, future me.
I don't trust you. You're skinny and different looking.
I don't buy it, man. How did you lose all that weight? Video games? Sure.
Yeah.
Trust me, you're
God.
gonna like Nintendo again, and you're gonna hate the Xbox. Oh, and get this. They will make a Final Fantasy VII remake. Yeah, sure they will.
Definitely.
Go fuck yourself, Dark Scream from 2020, if that's who you are. Man, if I could find me a fat suit, I definitely want to act out that suit.
Okay, so the thing I've told myself, speaking of Donald Trump presidency, the thing I've told myself repeatedly is at some point I'm going to have to explain that to a child. And it's going to be like, okay, so we had this guy named Obama. He was generally very well spoken, but he like kind of drew a lot of detractors because he passed himself off as progressive, then he wasn't really that progressive, and he was black, and people thought he was Muslim, and that's not really the point. But there was this one crazy real estate tycoon who kept insisting that he wasn't born in the country, and then he demanded his birth certificate. Eventually, Obama showed him that and turned in the head of like the biggest terrorist at the time, and then 4 years later, that crazy tycoon became president. And then the kid will ask, wait, was he like a politician or something? No, he was just a crazy real estate reality show host.
Yeah, you know, the guy who says, "You're fired" all the time?
Well,
you know,
no, that's not going to be known in the future. That's been buried.
And
not to mention, Simpsons referenced it like over a decade ago. If you remember that episode where Bart sees his future, where Lisa was president.
Yeah, that was a joke. Apparently, the writers said, we just listed like the weirdest celebrity that we could never imagine as president, and oh shit, we were right.
God damn it! Why didn't you say Dwayne Johnson instead?
Yeah, they should have had The Rock in that episode.
Yeah.
If you
he wasn't he was just a wrestler at that point.
Now,
he wasn't a movie star yet.
Imagine another person from 2020 going back in time to talk to 2010 Darkscream, and he comes from a better timeline where, hey, you know The Rock, you know that awesome wrestler from the Attitude Era, rival of your hero Stone Cold Steve Austin, he's president now.
It's like, bring me into the future right now.
Yeah.
I don't know where Terrasan is.
And Donald Trump is the only U.S. president in history to be on the receiving end of a Stone Cold Stunner and be in the WWE Hall of Fame
and be the worst seller of all time.
Oh,
Ifrit is totally right, and I bring this up every time. Every time people say Trump is the worst president, I have to say, Andrew Jackson, though.
I don't know. Andrew Jackson was kind of a badass.
Yes, but I can't look past the genocide.
He is an asshole, but he is a dude who got into like 10 duels and won each one.
Oh yeah, that part's cool, but
and
still,
apparently during his funeral,
to say a villain cool, but they're still a villain.
Didn't he had like during his funeral? Wasn't there like a pet parrot of his that just won't stop screaming slurs and shit, and they had to shut it up?
Right. I think he was the one who got a giant block of cheese on his lawn from a party, and then the party lasted like 4 days because people wouldn't leave until the block of cheese was gone.
Hell yeah!
I'm telling you, a biopic film about him. But it has to be a fucking comedy.
Oh, no. The movie I want to make is I want to make a drunken Bender comedy about the American Revolution.
And yeah, Andrew Jackson was in Sam's Show. I remember that. Sam's Show 6, I believe.
Oh, no. Did I lose you? Oh, dear.
Okay.
No, he's here.
Everybody knows about Teddy, right? Teddy Roosevelt, how he got shot point blank, went to his meeting, bragged about being shot, and called the would-be assassin a pussy.
oh yeah, Roosevelt. Sorry, my Discord froze there, but yeah, I want to make a drunken Bender comedy about the American Revolution, and the premise would be that the entire revolution was sparked because they got drunk one night and go, man, beer rules, fuck tea, and then they throw all the tea into the harbor, and then they wake up with a hangover and go, oh my god, what did we do last night? Okay, we don't want to get arrested. Let's say we were protesting taxes, that's what it is, and then it just gets out of hand, and that's the movie I want to make.
You just described an episode of Always Sunny right there. It's like beer
rules. The gang starts a revolution.
The gang starts a revolution. That's gonna be what. That's the plot.
God, why did it take me forever to get into that show?
Because you watch it from the beginning. The first season's rough.
The first season was, and that's how you can tell a show is going to be fantastic when the first season is usually the worst, because Parks and Recreation had the same rough patch at the beginning.
Yep.
But yeah, the later seasons did get better when Frank Reynolds, played by Danny DeVito, shows up and just stirs things even crazier.
Danny DeVito makes everything better.
Oh, they're planting bugs on babies now. I guess babies can't be trusted. That's when I start bringing out my pieces. Your pieces? He brings guns at a news show. He's like, my guns. Anyways, I start blasting. Pow, pow.
There we are, start blasting. Oh yeah, so Wheaton. The thing I will say is that
Okay,
beer is better than tea unless you put booze in the tea, because oolong highballs are really good.
That may be true, but here's the thing. There was this tea restaurant I went to in Lafayette. I forgot what the fuck it was called, but I think it was ran by an Asian company. Was it called Faux Tea? I don't know. It was next to this anime shop I went to last month. And Inviting Gentleman's there. Well, no, he wasn't with us. It was me and Jeff. Because he said, I'm going to go check out this tea place. I was like, got nothing better. I'll just follow him. And they actually had like a cookies and cream flavored tea.
That sounds...
And I was nervous about it because I'm not a tea drinker myself. But I tried it, and it was the best shit I ever had. It literally tastes like a cookies and cream milkshake, but it's tea.
Oh, yeah, milk tea will do that.
Have you talked to Big Al? Jojo Mon, Big Al is right here. Can you guys... Al, say something.
Hi, Jojo Mon returns 91.
So, maybe it might just be me, but I think me and Al have a very similar voice, and that's probably a little confusing.
Not really. Al's
okay,
voice
maybe I'm just crazy.
Al's voice is a little huskier.
Yeah,
I'm not making a fat
joke. I have a very distinct way of talking.
Yeah. No, I remember a few times I've heard Al record. I'm like, wait, did I say this? I'm like, oh wait, no, but maybe I'm just crazy.
I have
we blacked out a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was extra bad.
Lord, I have what people call the Midwestern lisp.
I can.
Especially when I say words like jackass,
milk,
milk. Milk.
Speaking of jackasses, how's Wisconsin doing?
Oh God! Oh no! Protesting by the thousands, you jackasses!
Well, that was a couple days ago. Any new reports? Any new spikes in cases?
Well, it takes.
Give it a week. Give it a week.
All right.
Give it a week. It takes about a week. Incubation period is a week or two. So we shall see.
Okay, that rum is hitting me.
Man, God, you're already drinking?
Yeah, orange juice and rum. You can't even taste the rum until it hits you.
I'm drinking my Jungle Juice strawberry daiquiri with an extra shot of diesel, so...
Yeah, that's the question I was going to ask you is, hey, what are you drinking tonight?
I think this
Then again, it is still light out.
Yeah, it's light out here, too. I don't know. I think I just like this flavor a lot. I do like strawberry flavors, which is another thing I 180 on in my life. It used to be chocolate and vanilla. No, I think I like strawberry shit more now. And, yeah, I think I really like this flavor enough that I think that might be my weekly regular. But God, I hope the bars actually do reopen this weekend. I could just go back to just walking to the daiquiri that will open, because it doesn't have a drive-through. And I know I'm baffling some people here, but just in case you heard me right, yes, we have drive-through alcohol.
Drive-through daiquiris.
Yep. And the only daiquiri shop that's open right now is the one with the drive-through. So they pretty much have a monopoly right now.
Yeah, they nailed the market.
I know I gotta wake up early to go shopping to get some supply.
Oh, by the way, Big Al, you like Final Fantasy VII, right?
It's been years since I played it, but yeah, I'm okay with it.
Well, first off, there is a Switch port, so if you want to relive some memories.
Yeah, I was thinking about playing that.
And second, the remake is actually rock solid.
Yeah, remake's really good.
My friend, it's funny you mentioned that. My friend Andrew. He is a huge Final Fantasy VII mark.
That is surprising.
And he doesn't like the game.
Oh, I knew it. He's one of those assholes.
Like, okay, he likes it on its own merits, but when he says it's not right to call it a remake because they changed so much shit.
That's what a remake is.
There's no
you
reason
brainlet.
to remake something unless you're gonna change it. God damn it!
I mean,
now keep in mind, I'm paraphrasing. Keep in mind, I'm paraphrasing what he said, but he said, "Great game."
Paraphrase.
Don't get me wrong. He said it's a great game on its own merits, but as a but as something that's supposed to be Final Fantasy VII.
It is Final Fantasy VII.
He doesn't like that. They changed a ton of the story.
Good. I want to be surprised.
Same here. And I am
for a story I've never actually experienced because I missed the first game.
Well, I experienced the story, and I want to be pleasantly surprised. I don't... Jesus. Resident Evil 2 had a lot of fucking changes.
Great.
Some of them I like, some of them I don't like. But overall, I thought as a remake, it was pretty respectful to the original game, and that's how I'm feeling about 7 Remake. Resident Evil 3, I thought they changed too much. Some of the changes they did, I didn't like.
That's been a problem. I was excited to buy it, and then I heard bad things. I'm like, probably not.
What did they change exactly?
All right. Well, they changed.
Okay. I know the beginning. It takes place in her fucking apartment, and then Nemesis is right when you start the game.
That's kind of cool, honestly.
That is, but I liked his debut more, where he kills Brad. But yeah, that opening part was pretty good. But the scene before it, I actually didn't care for much. A lot of people like it, but that's because it's kind of a weird, poorly timed coincidence. But it shows live action news footage of outbreak,
pandemic,
and then it just cuts to some weird fucking fake Umbrella commercial, which I thought was fucking stupid. They should have just stuck with that through and through. And here's the thing. I actually really like the opening sequence of the original Resident Evil 3, where shit is just going south. People are running, zombies are all over the place. The cops are trying to barricade and shoot them off, and then they're getting fucked over. The Umbrella Mercenary Squad are getting ambushed by zombies in elevators. I love that shit. I thought it was dark, it was scary, it was creepy. I was hoping for a recreation of that in some way, and I kind of didn't get that.
To change the subject for a quick second before I forget and before it scrolls way too far, Jojo-mon kind of nailed something, and I'm really surprised that we had the same thought process. He called me Squiddy de Gesso, which is a reference to Squid Girl, which is vaguely where I started getting my theming from, because I just really liked Squid Girl for a while, to the point that I actually had de Gesso as my license plate.
Wow.
Christ.
So, congrats, Jojo-mon, you kind of nailed it.
All right.
But yeah, sorry, continue.
What else did they change? Okay, I do like the fact that when you explore in the city, there are people running around and getting killed and all that shit. But in the case,
the city feels real.
Yeah. But I actually heard, which sucks because when I played the demo, it gave me the illusion that Raccoon City was going to be bigger and more to explore. People are saying that's not the case when they progress more through the game. And yeah, Brad just gets bitten once and turns into a zombie and then fucking attacks Marvin, which I brought up a couple of weeks ago. But he doesn't get fucking mouth raped by Nemesis at all. And then he gets killed by Carlos. And that's why you never see him in the RE2 remake. Oh yeah, and
if I remember correctly,
they took out the secret Barry ending. They took out the secret Barry ending.
Boo!
Yeah, big boo on that one.
Less Barry is automatically worse.
But yeah, that's an example of changing too much. But I think the Final Fantasy VII remake found middle ground. I mean, the soundtrack's great. The gameplay implements in the ATB system is great, and I do like the story elements. And let's be honest, Final Fantasy VII story isn't that good.
No, it is.
You stick
like
around
for
all
the thing about
over the
Barry?
place.
What were we saying about Barry? Did I cosplay
You
him?
cosplayed Barry at one point, didn't you, or is that just wishful thinking?
No, several points. Several times I've cosplayed Barry.
Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Dude, that's my Facebook profile picture.
God damn it, you're right. I forgot.
And Lance
Yeah.
is right. Apparently, RE3 was a little too linear, which that almost felt like false advertising playing the demo because I thought there was going to be more to explore.
Yeah.
But-
One of the things I heard about the Final Fantasy remake is that they do a really cool thing where they actively inform you if something is progression or not, and you're like, "Oh, there's nothing that way. Cool, that means I can go that way and explore."
Yeah, and if you're, it seems they took a page out of the Falcom RPGs, but if you
Good
if you're
feature.
if you're sure you haven't done all the side quests or not, and you're ready to go to this next area, they'll be like, "Are you sure you want to come in and call it a day?" And then you can say yes or no, or whatever.
Yeah, like I always want to do all the side
But the
quests, and that's
story
why I'm.
is kind of weird and lame originally, but you play it for the characters and the gameplay.
Yes.
And I think they got an A+ on both of that, which is great because I was worried that we were going to get fucking Advent Children Cloud.
God, I'm so happy we didn't.
Advent Children was the reason why I hated Final Fantasy VII for a long ass time.
Advent Children is the reason I hated Kingdom Hearts.
So are they remaking RE4?
Yeah, it's looking
Sources
likely.
point to yes, and I'm very curious how that's going to go because, honestly, Resident Evil 4 is one of my favorite games ever.
Red's probably
and-
not going to be playable until part 2, dude.
That's fair.
That's fair. Besides, the other three
But-
characters play so uniquely interesting that I don't mind not playing as Red for this game.
Wait, you were saying, Jason?
Someone's wondering about Advent Children Cloud. So the deal is that Nomura has a nasty habit of making characters that are tortured and tired and oh so deep, and they're all just really whiny and emotionless, and it's awful. Yeah, that is Advent Children Cloud. Is all the emo memes from 2005.
Which is why I'm not going to name drop this guy because he's still my friend, but I remember when Cloud got announced for Smash, and Al and I actually had a conversation about this way back when. My reaction was I wasn't angry, but I was definitely befuddled. Yes, I know Cloud was probably in a couple Wii and Wii U ports of Final Fantasy games. Theatrical Rhythm comes to mind, all that. My issue isn't how he got included. My issue is that when I think of Final Fantasy VII, I think that's the game that makes the N64 look like a little gippy bitch. And
Yes, agreed.
and that's where the fucking RPG fan base would flock to if they haven't flocked to a Saturn. So and Sony is still around. It's not like Sonic where the Sega consoles are fucking dead.
Remember
his
when
inclusion
the
was
Nintendo
weird.
64
But this other
tried
guy,
to... sorry.
but this other guy like went on a fucking tangent, called him an emo bitch and everything. We're like, are you for real? Because that's not how I interpreted him in the original game. I mean,
Because he wasn't like that in the original game.
no, he was blowing smoke out of his ass.
Yeah.
But Jason, what were you saying about the N64?
Yeah. Do you remember when the N64 tried to appeal to RPG fans because they had like no RPG on the system until Paper Mario?
Other than fucking Quest.
Yep, I was just gonna say Quest was their attempt to appeal to RPG fans, and that game is an absolute mess that no one ever finished.
God.
Like I think a Nitro Rad did a review of it or something, and he's like, this game is like the most unpleasant thing I've ever played because it requires so much grinding and creating so many save states because so many of the fights are just unfair.
But yeah, not a big fan of Advent Children Cloud, which is also in the Kingdom Hearts games.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh man, they gave that Smash Bros character his own game. This is cool.
No, Jason, you were talking about how you would want a RE4 remake to go.
So generally, I really like RE4, one of my favorite games ever, and I've played that game to oblivion. I know everything about it. I found everything. Like, I wouldn't mind a remake to change things up. It is a fantastic game, and maybe I'm worried that it won't be as good, but I'm willing to accept an attempt.
They're gonna make Salazar as disgustingly real looking as possible.
Oh god, yeah,
I
that
am
weirdo.
fine with that. I want Salazar to be live action, and everyone else is just high fidelity 3D.
Oh my god, apparently one of the employees at Game Freak got Rona'd.
Oh shit.
Oh
know.
shit.
Oh
of the 5
no.
employees.
How are we supposed to charge people for a Pokemon bank now?
Oh god. If he dies, I bet you're gonna feel real bad.
Oh, we are. I already feel that.
Oh right, I forgot he can risk dying.
He's listening to the podcast going like, oh man, these guys don't like me. I got nothing to live for. Time to die. You know what? I don't like to think about my own death, but if I was gonna die, I want to do it out of spite.
Oh man.
That sounds so good.
Let's see.
No, you need to have somebody that you want to die and just have like Jim Cornette level spite for them.
Oh man.
I will outlive you, Vince Russo, so I can piss on your fucking grave.
I hope that happens. That's the only thing I'm hoping at this point was just for him to outlive Russo.
That's how I feel about Jimmy Carter. I want him to outlive like every other president.
Oh my
I forgot
god.
he's still alive.
Jimmy Carter can't be killed.
Guy's like 90-something years old and he's still building
Like,
houses.
he's still building
He's like
houses.
fucking Skeletor at this point.
Love Jimmy Carter.
Man, I bet Jimmy Carter's laughing his ass off because he used to think he was a terrible president.
Yeah, but now everyone's going like, shit, we were lucky with Carter.
Hey man, if it weren't for you, the Iron Sheik would have never happened. Oh, what a villain.
Oh, I
Fuck
love
the
the
Jimmy Carter! I fuck his ass!
Iron Sheik is the greatest villain that became a hero to everyone.
Have you been checking his recent Twitter feed? He's
No.
talking about...
the coronavirus all day.
Yeah, he's like, I suplex the corona, I make it humble, I fuck its
I
ass!
love him.
Well, suplex it harder. Jake's got it.
Oh yeah, Jojo Man. So for Pro Jared, again, I'm one of those things I feel good about because I tend not to be fans of any YouTuber that gets beguiled in controversy. So every time that happens, I'm like, okay, cool. It doesn't affect me none.
Wait, hold on. I just want to make sure. What is Iron Sheik's official Twitter? Is it _Iron Sheik?
Let me double check.
All right, it's a photo of him with some blunt nerdy guy, and oh wow,
That sounds like
oh, there's a photo of him hanging out with that dude from Hot Tub Time Machine.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's at the _Iron Sheik.
Okay, apparently one of his tweets recently. Wish I could have suplexed the Kim Jong. He doesn't call him Kim Jong-un. He just says the Kim Jong.
the Kim Jong. Is that the name of Kim Jong Un's Twitter? The Kim Jong.
Oh man, that is
God, I
amazing.
would follow Kim Jong Un's Twitter if he was alive.
Rock, paper, scissors, go fuck yourself.
Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.
Oh.
All right.
God.
So
Fuck, I'm tempted to order a pizza.
it's up to you, man.
When this jabroni corona is over, remind me in 5 years from now to tell you go fuck yourself.
Fucking bullshit.
Don't leave your house, you fucking jabroni.
So, anyways,
Actually, the Twitter I just started following is struggle tweets, which that is relatable and sad.
Struggle tweets.
Yeah, struggle tweets. I'll see what the recent stuff is.
is it like a first world problems parody or something? The struggle.
No, not exactly. It's just tweets that are like, "This is the current problem I'm going through,"
And like, I just love that. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm subscribed to exhentai.text.
All right. Anyways, Al, do you still have those Final Fantasy VII plushies?
Yes, I still have Cloud and Chibi Roth.
No.
All right, because I'm gonna get a plushie of
Oh,
my
yeah, you're
own,
talking about that.
which I ordered off of Amazon, like yesterday. So it's not gonna show up for like a couple of weeks unless they're lying about that fucking bullshit. Which I've heard mixed things about that. It's definitely a non-essential item. I will admit that. So I'm not.
Doesn't matter. Good.
I'm not really wanting it right now, but when I get it, I hope I get it in the date they promised, which is about a week from now. Hold on. All right, I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah. Oh, here's an example of a struggle tweet. I genuinely don't remember when I was sober for more than a day, but fuck it. Jello shots and hard-boiled eggs.
Dude, I haven't been sober for like a night for in an evening for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
After every day of work, I
Slow
grab
down,
I
buddy.
don't remember masturbating anymore. I just come to my senses and there's a mess.
like after work, I always pick up like 2 cans of fucking Smirnoff screwdrivers.
Oh my god, that's an adorable Tifa.
It is very
Yeah,
cute.
expensive. Here's the thing: she can actually make poses like this. So yeah, that's something
Yeah,
you can
let's
actually
see your
make.
Sans do that.
Yeah. Tifa's amazing. I like her gameplay style. It's basically beat 'em up. It's fucking beat 'em up brawler, which is my cup
That's
of tea.
great.
Speaking of beat 'em up brawlers, goddamn, I want to play Streets of Rage 4, even though I never touched a Streets of Rage game in my life before. But I love beat 'em ups. But I don't know if I can do it right now because too many games coming out, and I'm one of the unlucky fucks that don't have the time to play them all in these trying times.
Because
The
you're
innocent poor
essential?
suffering.
I am an essential asshole.
I'm happy I
I'm
have
not.
money, but I'm unhappy that I don't have free time.
I'm not
I know.
essential.
Yeah, you're not essential, even though you make food for people.
And
No,
yet,
here's the thing. I'm a contractor, and my company's contracted to this healthcare call center that has a cafe. And if the call center says, "Hey, yo, we're closed," then we get the fuck out too.
Yep.
So I am currently, relying on
Unemployed.
unemployment, which is fine.
all I
That's if
know
you're
is
getting
that,
unemployment, you're fun employed.
yeah, maybe you should just. I'm surprised you haven't streamed that much more and opened up a super chat at this point.
Yeah.
I know you were streaming this morning. I wanted to catch it and actually, invade the chat. And I gotta ask, one of your viewers is named Nitro Blaze. Is that who I think it is?
Yes, it is.
God damn it! Why do you let him be around?
Why do you
He
let
doesn't-
him view your videos?
Honestly, it's shit's just water under the bridge. I really don't care anymore.
Okay. See, I'm
I
all.
wonder if that one person from high school still subscribed to me.
It's just that I would buy that if it weren't for the fact that he always relapses like this, man. I was warned about this too when we were getting fucking chewed out 10 years ago, if you remember that incident.
Yeah, I know.
All right, well, fine. As long as he doesn't bring up politics, whatever.
Speaking of politics, let's talk about the asshole who's on my stream.
Can we already kind of talk about? Oh well.
Yeah. Well, what did you guys say about this jackass who says, like, all the nurses are,
I said
complacent?
that he's getting upset because, and even Nitro Plays responded to him, I agreed with him. But even he said, "Oh man, you're just pulling out logical fallacies out of your asses, dude." And all he's saying is, "Big L, what are you doing? You're attacking me. I thought you were bearing this. Remember Jesus came?"
Why won't you defend my shit opinions?
It's like, dude.
Oh, I can't look at my
Al-
subscriber.
And I said, if we try to have a discussion or debate with you, like, we can't change your damn mind because you're weirdly stubborn about this, and you can't change our minds because we think it's insane.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm getting depressed looking at my YouTube channel because my most popular videos are from 10 years ago.
Yeah, so are mine, dude. My most popular
Same here.
my most popular
I have a
video.
video with 100,000 views from 10 years ago,
back-
and it upsets me.
Back when I shit talked Tumblr, those were the golden days.
114,000 views on this fucking video.
Which video is that?
Made in Movie Maker.
My most popular video is a fucking review of Ikitos and Dragon Destiny.
That's fair.
God, I can't even remember what like my most popular video of all time
Barrett is a likable
Go to the
character.
YouTube channel, it's under
Hold on.
popular videos.
Jojo Mont Barrett is a likable character. He's a caring dad. And he's got a machine gun for an arm. And he's fighting for freedom. He's saving the planet.
He's such a good dad.
He wants... This
I wish my dad had a
this
machine gun
is
arm.
what the Planeteers need. They don't need bitches like fucking Mati. They need real gangsters like Barrett.
The power of hot
Wind, fire, earth, gun!
Exactly.
I'm sorry, I'm watching dogs bark through the fire and the flames right now.
Every cutscene with him on a subway train next to normal people in normal suits, and he has like a big scary machine. Well, this was based off of an RPG in 1997 before Columbine, before 9/11, but still.
So okay, so I might need a refresher for the plot. So anyway, my what I've been reading is that there have been posts where like, oh man, we need to be, the planet is dying. We need to be eco-fascists like the people in Final Fantasy VII. But like that they realize, oh shit, we fucked up in the game.
Oh, they
Killed a lot of people, bro.
Well, okay, here's the thing about the remake. Here's what they changed.
The Shinra thing.
Yeah. The bomb did go off and it did do some damage.
But more than was
No.
planned.
It did as planned. The Shinra guys just fucking ordered all their machines to tear up everything.
Yeah, that's what I mean. More than was planned.
More than was planned. So
But they were sabotaged.
And here's the kicker, like, you see, after you leave the reactor, you see the aftermath of the destruction, and just fucking bridge drops on people, for God's sakes. It was pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I know, eco-terrorism, and I heard in the original dialogue, it was vaguely interpreted that whether or not it didn't, Jesse might have miscalculated, or she did, or whatever, but...
Yeah, did they make it a lot more obvious in the remake?
Barrett, are we the bad guys?
Are we the baddies, he says while holding a Shinra employee at gunpoint?
I'm here for you to take the load off your shoulders. Oh god, Barrett's so cool. Oh, somebody's contacted me. Who is it? Oh, okay.
Oh god, JoJo's talking about Yik.
All right. Anyways, I just got in contact with Magus, and yeah, we're down for recording next week because I think that'll be a fun episode for Absolute Counter.
Fuck is Yik?
Oh, the Y2K RPG with that ginger hipster guy who throws records at people, and the final boss is a golden alpaca.
Oh,
the self-insert.
And it was based on a real life murder.
Oh, yeah. Here's the thing. God, I forgot which YouTuber, because I watched like 50 videos analyzing the shit out of it.
Yeah, I did too, actually. I never heard of this game until everyone started talking about how it's the worst thing ever.
But the creator went on the Dick Show to go on a tangent and talk about, well, you can't make a video game about an unlikable protagonist.
Yeah, you can.
But yeah, everyone's going, yeah, you can. Trevor Phillips, GTA 5, hell, even Cloud might be unlikable to some people because he's kind of an asshole who just does things for money.
I like unlikable protagonists.
Yeah, you can. But
that's the guy who made the main character him, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I forgot which vlogger that said this, but he theorizes that the character was not supposed to be unlikable, but then he fucking pulled the Tommy Wiseau and said it was afterwards, after everyone said, wow, this character's a prick. So yeah, I think he meant
Honestly,
Alex to
I
be
think a way you
likable.
could totally do an unlikable main character is to have just a weird situation where they're like protagonist features turned up to 11 to the point where they're unlikable, and then you tear them down from that. Like, I like when protagonists are wrong.
Yeah.
Why I love Medaka Box so much. Like, the plot becomes, okay, Medaka's too powerful, she's the protagonist, we can't stop her, but we need to prove that she's wrong.
Okay, I like Trevor. I think he's a fun, likable character, but I wouldn't want to be near 5 feet near that guy.
Yeah, I love Trevor.
That dude.
I would drink with Trevor, but I'd probably die.
Yeah, that dude would just get everyone killed. It's just like in one of the endings that Franklin said. You know, it would just get everyone killed at one point.
Oh wait, Trevor Phillips? I thought we were talking about Trevor Belmont.
No, Trevor Phillips from GTA 5.
Oh, no, okay. Oh, that guy. I'm sorry, I was talking about Trevor Belmont.
Oh, okay.
I'd still drink with Trevor.
I would love to.
Fucking hell.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That was another thing. That main character, like, had one of the party members apparently has like a dead sister who committed suicide, and he goes to a location where he discovers that, and the main character's reaction is, "Who gives a shit about your sister? We almost died, and by we I mean me." Okay, I'm exaggerating at that last part, but you get the point.
So speaking of Castlevania, did you guys see that One Inger Gamer article about Alucard and gay sex?
Oh, that was like a month and a half ago.
Oh. Has it really been that long already?
Yeah, dude. Time moves fast when you get older.
Time moves faster when you drink.
That too.
Time goes faster when you're fucking isolated and quarantined.
No, you can't just make time go faster. Clock go burr.
No, you can't.
Okay. My favorite
you can't goof
of
off
that
and play. You have to stop a Yakuza race car go vroom vroom.
Yeah. Okay, my favorite variant.
Ah, you muted out again.
Jason.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of One Angry Gamer. I wish my friend would stop linking me articles to his fucking website.
Jason, you here?
Because not everyone's a Republican, dude. Oh, he's out. Let me check.
Oh, not out cold this time. Just out.
Just out. But anyways, yeah, I'm not a big fan of One Angry Gamer, dude. I wish I have a friend who's a Republican, which, you know, it's possible to have friends like that, but like I don't want to. I'm not going to agree with you on this. I'm sorry. I'd rather just keep it to myself, and let's just talk about something we both hate, like Vince Russo or something.
Gotcha. What the fuck, Jason? Jason, what
I'm
the hell's
sorry,
going
I don't know
on?
what's happening?
Yeah, your internet's been farting hard.
Well, okay, you were talking about your favorite variation of the "no, you can't do this" meme.
Oh yeah, no. Although it's more of a variation of 3 a.m. Time for your dick flattening. Is okay, guys? It's after school. Time to route the path to the treasure on the very first day. Yes, Joker.
No! You can't add these side missions. You have to be exactly like this game I remember. Cat goes meow meow. Final Fantasy VII Remake right there.
So actually one of my favorite things, because I love completing things way too early in Persona because it leads to some dumb shit happening. For example, in the Best Girl dungeon, after you complete it, she's supposed to just be sleeping for like a couple days before she like gets her energy back to do the thing you need. But if you complete it on the first day, she's in a coma for a month, and everyone just treats it like it's okay.
Okay, bro, a big Al on a pole match.
What?
Speaking of, we didn't talk about this because you weren't there last time, but I assume you saw the Brawl for All episode of Dark Side of the Ring, did you?
Yes, I did. That was so
boy,
good.
Yeah.
Okay, that just confirms that Russo is a prick and nobody shall like him because holy crap does he come off as an asshole throughout that entire interview. By the way, I also listened to to the I don't know if it's Drive Through or the official Jim Cornette podcast, but it's on YouTube. You guys can find it if you type in Jim Cornette Brawl for All. It's on his YouTube channel.
I'll be back in a sec.
But Jim Cornette actually talks about his thoughts about after the interview and how it turns out there's probably some holes in Russo's logic. The biggest one being that the reason why he made the Brawl for All was because he did despite Bradshaw or JBL. Cornette believes that that's bullshit because Bradshaw was a low-tier mid-card guy at the time. Like, he wouldn't be doing stuff like that. It was 1998. Yeah, and that was the thing that bugged me about that interview. They keep referring to Bradshaw as JBL, and I'm like, he did not become JBL until, like, 2004. Back then, he was just Justin Hawk Bradshaw, or simply Bradshaw. This was probably pre-Alkalites Bradshaw.
It was.
Jeez.
He still had the cowboy gimmick.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I don't like that. And besides, I'm not a big fan of JBL. The whole. I know it's a really good heel gimmick. You got a good push for it, but I like the more fun, Alkalites Protection Agency, beer drinking, gambling, going backstage and making bets on parking lot brawls. Bradshaw, along with Farouk, more than evil business tycoon man.
Yeah, he. The thing that struck me about Bradshaw when he was JBL, he kind of it was like the budget version of Stan Hansen.
But yeah,
you know who Stan.
No,
you know who Stan Hansen is. Stan Hansen. Here's a history lesson. Stan Hansen was a wrestler from Texas, and he, oddly enough, was most known for his run in All Japan Pro Wrestling. He's the guy who popularized the lariat.
Okay.
And he would always go to the ring with his fucking chaps and his vest and his cowboy hat. He'd be swinging a bull rope around, hitting audience members and shit. Chewing tobacco, spitting it in the ring. Like, he was like, his entire gimmick was crazy as fuck cowboy from some hellhole in Texas. And just look up like Stan Hansen lariat, and you like and the way he hit the lariat, he would almost like it almost looked like he would like pop these dudes' heads off with how hard he connected. Here's the thing about Hagar. Here's the thing about Stan Hansen, though. His eyesight was complete shit. He normally wore glasses.
Oh. During the matches?
No. Outside of matches, he would have reading glasses because his eyesight was complete shit.
So the reason he had the lariat is just so he could hit something.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Like the reason why his lariats were so devastating is because his eyesight was shit, and he wanted to make sure that if he swung, he connected.
But yeah, the Dark Side of the Ring Brawl for All. If you guys haven't watched that, watch that, and then watch then listen to the Jim Cornette afterthoughts on his YouTube channel, where he talks about, because apparently I forgot how much they recorded, but they recorded a lot of shit because Jim Cornette's in that episode as well.
He's in a lot of episodes.
I know, not that's a bad thing.
Let him.
Not that's a bad thing, because I like Jim Cornette. Give me more Cornette.
Yeah. Yes, I love Jim Cornette when he talks.
Some people, it's really easy to get onto interviews.
I'm really fucking disappointed about that fucking NWA shit that went down, because I actually was probably thinking of giving the NWA Power a watch until I heard how they fucking kowtowed to a bunch of pussies on Twitter. And
that he had this joke where it was an old commentary joke that he made like way back in the day.
Oh god, that thing.
Where he was like, I forgot the wrestler he was referred to, but he's like, he's the only man I know that could strap a bucket of chicken to his back riding a moped through Ethiopia and come out unscathed or something like that.
And
everyone started saying that he was a racist, and then on his podcast he talked about it, and he's like, now wait a minute, it's a pre-recorded show. You mean to tell me nobody screened that?
Yeah.
Like, the only crime he committed was telling a joke that was actually outdated, not in the terms of race, but in the terms of, like, nobody gives a shit about Ethiopia anymore. Like, you can't. Nobody even knows where that is.
There's an Ethiopian restaurant near me, and I ate there. It was extremely mediocre.
That's probably why they're all
You
stupid.
go there to order, they just give you an empty plate.
The thing is, they gave me a lot of food. It all just tasted like nothing. The most flavorful thing I had at that meal was the tea.
Reminds me of this.
Even the spicy dip was like just tasted like pepper and nothing else.
Well, so yeah, like really, it was just outdated with the times. If he like tried to modernize it a little bit or something, maybe. But anyways, they censored it. He got in some shit. People on Twitter gave him flack, and it caused him to leave. Which I kind of wish he didn't. But I understand why he did. But I wish he
stay out of spite.
I wish, stay out of spite for these cancel culture nitwits. Instead of actually giving them what they want at the end of the day. Because NWA sounds like a show that, because honestly, I can only watch 1 hour wrestling. I can't fucking watch any more of that. That's why I still haven't watched AEW Dynamite that much. And not everything of AEW Dynamite is that great. You know, I'm actually not really enjoying Kenny Omega all that much.
Neither is Jim.
Neither is Jim Cornette.
I like video games. Yeah, and? I don't know.
I wrestled a blow-up doll once.
Speaking of...
That's your Kenny Omega impression? Oh, no, that's your Jim Cornette doing a Kenny Omega impression.
Kenny Olivier is what he calls him all the time. Oh, man.
Oh.
But I cannot wait for the final Dark Side of the Ring episode where they talk about Owen Hart. That is going to be a whole fucking can of worms.
Okay, is that also Vince Russo's fault? Because I heard Roddy Piper blamed him for that once.
Really?
Yeah, Roddy Piper did a shoot on Vince Russo on, I think it was TNA.
Yep.
Where he was like, "This guy killed Owen Hart. Did you?" And Vince Russo came out, and Piper's on the mic. He's like, "Vince, did you kill Owen Hart?"
Jesus.
Oh man!
I mean, leave it to Piper. Leave it to
my favorite shoot
again. Piper comes off as an asshole.
Wasn't it that guy going off on Jerry Lawler saying you raped a 13-year-old girl or something?
I don't remember that shoot.
Related to Jerry Lawler.
Anyways, on the subject of Roddy Piper, he was actually the first wrestling action figure I ever owned. When I was getting into wrestling, I just remember being like a 5-year-old kid or so. It was like I watched wrestling once. I saw like a match between Razor Ramon and Macho Man Randy Savage, and I was getting real into it. So I had a wrestling themed birthday party when I was a kid. But before that, I was getting fucking action figures, and the very first one was, sure enough, Roddy Piper. I think after that, I want to say it was Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig, and then what was the Canadian guy, the Mountie or something like that?
Yeah, I'm the Mountie.
And I think Hulk Hogan was my fourth action figure.
I used to have
Sorry.
Roddy Piper was old. He passed away.
Yeah.
Yep.
But this Russo interview we were talking about, I want to say was like in the early mid 2000s, when TNA was starting. But yeah, that Owen Hart incident. Woo.
Oof, yeah.
Speaking of Jerry Lawler, apparently Jerry Lawler and Jim Cornette again got flack from the Twitter mob about a week ago.
Oh boy.
Because Jerry Lawler made a comment about some Asian wrestler's move. I think he called it like the ramen suplex, or I can't remember what it was specifically.
And Mr. T.
That is so fucking tame, though.
I know, and everyone fucking got mad at him, and then Cornette came to his aid, and sure enough, they decided to get mad at him. It's
Actually, speaking of ramen, Al, do you remember that Kaneki Man arcade game we played where Ramen Man was like the most overpowered character ever?
Yes.
So the way I'd explain this game, every other character plays like they're from Aki, like they're from like WrestleMania 2000 on the N64. Ramen Man plays like a Tekken character.
Oh my god, that's fucked up.
It was unfair. Like anyone who picked Ramen Man automatically wins.
Which Kaneki Man game was this?
Grand Prix 2.
Yep.
They need to make another Kinnikuman. Dude, now would be a good time to make another Kinnikuman game because now,
I'd like to see another Kinnikuman anime.
well, that too, but like since consoles are region free now and we can do imports, like I'm not asking for it to
Kinnikuman
get
girl
localized
anime?
teas. No, there was a
No.
Kinnikuman girl manga.
Yeah, but can we have an anime of that?
You know what disappoints me so much? That
What?
none of the new Shonen Jump crossover games have Kinnikuman in it.
That's true.
Like J-Stars doesn't have Kinnikuman. They
That's
they
shocking
have this
because J-Stars
Star.
had a really good roster. Just because Madaka was in it, but that's beside the point.
The J-Stars, the recent one.
Oh my
Jump
god, have
Force.
you seen the trailer for Jump Force on the Switch?
I heard it
No.
was shitty as hell.
Okay, so I will always respect Nintendo because they refuse to do bull shots. They will show a game how it is in all of the trailers, and it will always run like shit, and it's beautiful.
But
Like, when they showed Divinity Original Sin 2, like, they did not pretend it was, like, high res. They showed it at, like, the lowest possible settings in handheld mode.
But here's the thing, Divinity Original Sin 2 in handheld mode still looks and plays well.
Oh, it looks great on the screen, but if you blow it up to, like, a TV screen, no, it doesn't look great.
Well,
But on that little screen, yeah, it looks fine.
okay, I'm going to have to, like, literally put that to the test, because I have both the PS4 and the Switch version of that game. Which, by the way, Divinity Original Sin 2...
Again, just look at the trailer for Original Sin 2 on the Switch, and the trailer looks really bad. I think Dead by Daylight also had the same problem. It had a really ugly looking trailer with bad frame rate drops.
I just want to tell, dude, Divinity Original Sin 2, that game is multiplayer?
Oh, fantastic game. It's Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking maybe you, me, and Al could fucking get that game. We could do like a weekly
I'd love
session
to.
on it. And it's great,
It'd be
man.
fun.
It's actually a pretty well done cooperative game because we could all just
Very
like
good.
run off and goof off on our own, do
Yeah,
various side
that's the
missions.
best part of the game, and that's what killed the game for me. Is the guy I was playing with kept getting mad that I was doing that, and then kept restarting.
Yeah, that was dumb, man. Could you imagine doing a D&D session where the DM is like, okay, do whatever
I
you
played
want.
D&D with him. That's how he was.
Well,
If you did
was
anything
he
didn't
a
like,
DM
anything
or a
he didn't
player?
agree with, he
Was
would
he-
say you failed automatically.
Was he a DM or a player?
He was a DM.
Oh, okay.
He was even worse as a player, though. Because every time I said, hey, like, this is probably a bad idea, no, you just don't know how this works.
Oh, yeah, that sounds dickish. Speaking
No,
of...
he argued with me for like 30 minutes saying that that bears aren't scared by you making yourself appear big. So my
Dude.
character got attacked by bears because he said my gambit didn't work.
Oh man, you know what really sucks? I have another homework assignment for my Pathfinder Slayer session this week. It involves my backstory. I literally have to draw a map of the city we're exploring.
Oh fuck yeah, I've been there.
I'm okay.
Just find a map online. I can send you like a city map from my that starter I supported.
Yeah, but I want to make this. I want to make this. I want to make this. It's kind of very similar to when I was talking about regarding my character backstory, which, by the way, apparently, according to everyone in the session, I put a lot of effort into typing up my backstory, almost 10 pages worth of summarization.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, man. Like, I was very passionate about my character's backstory.
Yeah.
It was basically like Yakuza meets Def Jam Fight for New York and shit like that in a fantasy setting.
Okay, I'm down.
Yeah.
Man, Fight for New York was such a good game.
Oh god, it fucking was.
That's like the last great Aki game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, dude, like I'm so glad I still have my copy of the game.
There's
Yeah,
talks
I
of
do
it. There's
remember-
talks of an
didn't
AEW.
Def Jam put out a Twitter thing where they were like hyping people up. Go, hey, possible new Def Jam game.
Okay. If they're going to make an AEW Aki game, I want it to have like the gameplay of an Aki game, but I want it to have like a season mode in the style of SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, where it's like a choose your own story adventure RPG.
Just make it like Def Jam and we're good.
No. I want to have options where my character either comes out as a face or a heel.
Oh yeah, no, you can do stuff like that, but just have it play like Def Jam. Still, that game is still fantastic.
I wonder. I wonder if like a Tiger Mask game would work, because Tiger Mask W, the latest Tiger Mask anime, has a New Japan promotion with
Oh yeah, it does.
Too bad that isekai anime about the pro wrestler doesn't sound that appealing.
Didn't you watch that, or like no, my ex was watching that. I need to watch it because it's made by the Konosuba guy.
Oh, well, still, okay. The only thing that was interesting was him suplexing the princess, but I'd rather him get isekai into a fantasy world and I've had this conversation before. I'm sorry for repeating ourselves in these streams over and over
It
again.
happens.
But I want him to get isekai into a fantasy world with wrestling rules where he has to fucking obtain the title belt from the Dark Wizard King and has to get into arena matches and, you know...
Wait a minute.
Dungeon matches.
Wait a minute. Is the best isekai ever conceived Brutal Legend and it was bad?
Video game wise, maybe.
Yeah, because Brutal Legend had an amazing
There was a Final
world.
Fantasy Tactics game that was isekai, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics is isekai.
Yeah, Tactics Advance. Fucking Clamps did a whole defense piece on it.
Reviewers, because that's technically an isekai.
I just want to answer this question. Black and Silver Diamond, do you think Tecmo can make a good wrestling game? They did back in the 80s for the NES.
Yeah.
In fact, I have a Famicom copy of it. Tecmo Pro Wrestling. Look it up. It's way ahead of its fucking time.
Yeah.
It even has, like, keep in mind, NES game. It has a play-by-play announcer, detailed animations for special moves, and a huge roster.
Actually, speaking of anime, just because I kind of wanted to talk about this because I watched it just so I could talk about it on the stream. I started watching Gleiper.
Oh wow! Okay,
Gleipner.
I just YouTube Tecmo Pro Wrestling and like I'm looking at it and wow, that's detailed. They even have like an audience in the shit. Wow, I'm just looking at the thumbnails, dude. Okay, make a Tecmo Pro Wrestling again, but I want fucking Tina and Bass Armstrong to be playable characters because Tina Armstrong is amazing.
Oh, okay. Black and Silver Diamond says, but in modern day, yeah, that's what you just brought up. You know, make a modern version, but have characters from DOA.
Okay, Al, what is your opinion on Nia Jax?
Nia Jax, the transgender wrestler?
Is she? I thought that was from AEW.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Nia Jax.
That's the brick shithouse from. She's the brick shithouse in WWE who's like, oh, Ronda Rousey's too dangerous. She's too dangerous with other wrestlers, and then she fucking tosses Kairi Sane into the turnbuckle with a power bomb, and she completely misses the mark.
Okay, I don't remember her saying that Ronda Rousey is too dangerous. I remember her saying that Ronda Rousey was a pussy that could get her ass kicked by her.
She also said that Ronda was too dangerous, like too rough and shit. And then she, almost cripples Kairi Sane
with a fucking a buckle bomb,
turnbuckle power bomb,
a buckle
bomb. That move has like a bad history because didn't Seth Rollins retire Sting early from doing that?
Yeah. Jim Cornette.
I love Seth Rollins, but they shouldn't have ever gotten rid of the curb stomp.
Well, I wasn't talking about her in terms of wrestling and skill. It's just that remember that discussion we had, Jason? What's your preference in women? Big. Yeah, my type. I actually like Nia Jax's physique. That's what I'm looking for.
This is what bothers me. Like they banned the curb stomp for a while because they thought it was too dangerous, but they kept.
But it's such a safe move.
But they let him keep doing the turnbuckle bomb.
Yeah.
I'm
not a fan of that look.
Nia Jax started making fun of the Kairi Sane situation on her social media. Ooh. Oh man, WWE is so fucking ass backwards. But speaking of ass backwards,
I like all on the Y vertices. I like big on the Y vertices.
Okay. Speaking of ass backwards, because McMahon filed for bankruptcy on the XFL, which I'm actually partially disappointed by.
I am too. I want to see it succeed.
Me too. Or if I want to see it fail, I want to see it fail on their terms.
On its own merits. Yeah.
On its own merits, yeah, again. But he's getting sued by a guy named... Now, I heard he's pretty familiar in the wrestling business, football business, but his name doesn't sound real to me at all. He is being sued $20 million, I think it's $20 million, by Oliver Luck.
Oh, what do you know? Jim Cornette has a video about it.
Yeah, I listened to Cornette's viewpoints on it because I listened to him on the podcast late in the evenings. But Oliver Luck, his name literally sounds like All Out of Luck.
He's a wrestler.
No, he's not a wrestler. He's a football. I think he was a football.
No, but I'm saying he's secretly a wrestler. This is all a shoot.
I'm like, oh my god.
No, it's all a work. My bad.
That's like finding out that there was a politician named Anthony Weiner who got in hot water because of some dick pics, and you're like, no, that doesn't sound real at all.
I don't remember who Dick Pound was, but I remember he was somebody.
Oh, Dick. Not a porn star, huh?
Well, there was Fred Fox, who is that guy that the AVGN hates. He was the final boss of the AVGN game.
Mm.
And he finally made an appearance in an AVGN episode played by Gilbert Godfrey.
Played by Gilbert Godfrey. Oh, Dick Pound was a Canadian swimming champion.
Okay, Black and Silver says, I want to go on his comment. I like big ladies, but Naya's awful. Okay, she probably is awful, but I'm just talking strictly physique and appearance-wise. That's what I'm looking for.
You like them hips?
No, man, I like them to be so much taller than me and probably powerbomb my ass.
Yeah.
So you like Amazonian
women? Why am I doing a snake voice for Spike
I like chubby Amazonian women.
I like muscly Amazonian women. There we go.
So you like Undine?
Yeah, I'm down with that. I will now proceed to pleasure myself with this fish.
I like the Cyclops from Plus Size Elf.
She good. I like the ogre more. So.
We're just going to have to agree to disagree.
Here's the weird thing. I like Tio more than I like Caffle from Monster Musume, even though Caffle's way more buff. I don't like lactation.
Oliver's apparently very respectful. This whole situation ruined what respect Vince had with the business, and we'll probably never see XFL after this. Yeah, and he fired fucking 20 people off of WWE. Among them was Kurt Angle and Eric Young. I sure hope they get picked up by AEW, because AEW needs some real fucking talent if they want to keep me watching, because really, the only good thing about AEW is fucking Jericho and his inner circle. The bad guys are what keeping me watching. Yeah, because Jericho's amazing. He's always been amazing.
He's been great all these years.
I was thinking about buying some of his bubbly.
Look at the last two comments that both Tom and Wheaton made at the same time.
They were right.
I just fucking come out of the hospital with like a cast around my pelvis. I had snooze.
Fuck my pelvis. I want to have a good time.
But yeah, so WWE fires pretty much all of their roster, the only roster that they have that's good.
Meanwhile, fucking MLW, NWA, AEW, all these developmental boys, they're still keeping their guys.
Fuck Vince, man. Seriously.
I kind of wish Jim Cornette would review things outside of WWE and AEW. Like, I don't know, find at least one show that's consistently good that he can at least recommend. So I can give it.
Jim Cornette should start reviewing anime.
No.
Okay. So Jim Cornette did this review of AEW when Kenny Omega came out as Sans.
Oh boy, I did not hear that yet. What did he say?
He went on another tangent, as he always does whenever Omega's involved. He was like, this is fucking stupid. I'm sick of this anime bullshit. Like, imagine if WWE did a show where Steve Austin came out dressed as Super Mario, and of course Jason was like, oh, are you kidding? I'd fucking love that.
Yeah, that'd be the best.
Oh my god. I would too. I disagree with Jim. I would love to see him come out in a Mario costume, stun the shit out of everybody, and start drinking beer.
No, that's the reason I loved the Firefly Funhouse match so much, because that was an anime fight.
Wait, did the Firefly Funhouse match actually had an ending? Because I didn't see the ending. Was there a finish? Was there a pinfall?
I've just seen clips of it. I haven't seen the whole thing, but I know that it's like, it's just the end. It's just the final episode of Evangelion starring John Cena.
It should have. Okay. I need to see all of it in order to judge.
And of course, Jim hated that.
Oh yeah, he did. But Eric Bischoff actually really liked it. He thought it was weird, and he thought the NWO Cena segment, obviously, it got to him. But he actually did like. It's funny. I listened to both Eric Bischoff and Jim Cornette, and they both have like complete polarizing views, but I still like listening to both of them. So yeah, if you want a more positive perspective, I say listen to Eric Bischoff of all people talk about the latest WrestleMania. If you hated WrestleMania, you want to hear somebody trash it a little bit, then listen to Jim Cornette. But yeah,
what he said about the Boneyard match, he basically said it's a great indie film, but how the fuck is this wrestling?
See, the thing is, the Boneyard match was great. I didn't like the finish. I didn't like Undertaker just teleporting behind him like that. Because
that's a little silly, but
yeah, because A, that's a little silly, and B, this is human, normal man, biker Undertaker, not the dead man.
Yeah, I miss the dead man. I don't like normal human biker man.
I fucking love normal human big evil biker Undertaker, man. I actually like that for like nostalgia's sake.
Dude, my problem with it is he reminds me of a lot of shitbags that I personally know, and him being like a goth is way cooler to me than him being a biker.
I want to see.
Like, he reminds me of one of my old bosses who believed the moon landing wasn't real, and I came very close to fist fighting several times.
Jesus. I was just saying, like, maybe they should like fuse the two gimmicks together, where he's still a mystical
Ghost Rider, you mean?
Yeah, in that way, like have him.
Yeah, I'm down.
Have him still come off as like a creepy zombie dude, but have him just show up in just have him ride a motorcycle in the entrance.
That'd be cool.
While still playing his
motorcycle. I'm down.
While still playing his creepy organ music.
So DDT Wrestling, which is a comedy organization in Japan, apparently they advertised that they were going to have their first ever nothing match, where it was just there's no one in the ring, there's no audience, and there's no ref, there's no wrestlers. It's just an empty ring, and they were going to film. I guess they were going to film it as if a match was going on.
Yep.
Oh, they're going to have commentary talk about it? What the hell? You said
I'm not sure. I don't even know if they did it. Okay. I don't know if they did it as a joke or I don't know if they said they were going to do it as a joke or if they're still doing it. But if there's nobody in the ring and there's no ref, no audience members, nothing, but they still like film high spots and shit.
Oh, that sounds great.
And the commentary team goes completely apeshit bonkers. I would love it.
I don't know. For some reason, I want to see that, but no commentary, and it's a fucking hour-long Iron Man match, and it's just camera angles of the arena all over the place.
Well, did you?
And I think that would be some great ASMR to take a nap to.
Half in the Bag.
Which one?
The Corona Catch-Up 2.
Yes, but I had it played in the background when I was playing FF7, but
because
I did catch their Tiger King episode.
They were suggesting something like that because they just watched The Boy 2, which is about an evil doll, and they're saying, can we just have an Annabelle versus The Boy movie?
Yes,
and they're like,
I got that.
But they don't move, though. Yeah, it'll just be a close-up of the two dolls, and it'll just be zooming in slowly over the course of like an hour and a half before they start moving and fighting during the last 10 seconds.
And then play the credits.
And then it plays the credits, and I'll be like, yo, this movie was hype, it made me jump at the end.
I don't want to ignore the chat forever, so let's see what they...
Sorry.
Yeah, it's cool.
Mostly Jojo Man doesn't know who The Undertaker is.
Are you... The Undertaker? Yeah, The Undertaker.
I know The Undertaker in terms of wrestling, but he doesn't know the dead biker man gimmick.
Okay. Undertaker in like the early to mid 2000s, he came back, but instead of coming out as a zombie, his gimmick was that he was just this crazy badass biker. He's been a face and a heel like this.
Yeah.
He has gone under American Badass. He has been known as Big Evil, and I guess it's because they thought the gimmick wouldn't pass anymore in modern wrestling times. They wanted more realistic, or maybe Undertaker himself wanted to like be a more human dude that can actually
then
sell
they started
hits.
getting weird gimmicks again, like the Boogeyman.
Yeah. But later on, his ring entrances would just have him drive in a motorcycle, and he had
playing Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, that was the only criticism I have.
That the Limp Bizkit wasn't loud enough? Because I ironically love Limp Bizkit.
Okay,
so.
Rolling. Okay, I do like 2 songs from Limp Bizkit. Rolling is one of them, which is what he used.
Yeah.
The other one is My Way or the Highway. But before that, he also had American Badass by Kid Rock, which was the song I used to like. But then I realized, you just fucking destroyed Sad But True by Metallica. Fuck you. But he
made an even worse version of Sweet Home Alabama.
But my favorite theme song from him is one that was actually originally composed by Jim Johnston. You're Gonna Pay.
Oh, I love that song.
That is my favorite, one of my absolute favorite Undertaker themes right there.
Before I forget, one of my good friends is a bar owner, and we have this long running joke that every time you hear the intro to Werewolves of London or Sweet Home Alabama, you always get disappointed that it's not Werewolves of London. Because they have the same intro. And we both kind of hate Sweet Home Alabama, so we just get really hyped when we hear doom doom boom ba-doom doom doom. Sweet wheels keep on that boo!
Man, I actually had to evacuate to Alabama during Hurricane Katrina.
Fuck that entire state. Hardline opinion.
You know, I was being nice to a guy who had no teeth in front of his face. So he's like, "What do you think of Dothan, Alabama?" I was like, that's where we stayed at some hotel. I think it was a Comfort Inn or whatever. But I fucking crossed freeway traffic just to go to a mall there so I could pick up a couple of volumes of Excel Saga, just to get my mind off that shit at the time.
Just get your mind off Alabama. Yeah.
No, I was talking about the hurricane, but okay.
I know. But that's just insult to injury. I mean, the hurricane was the wound, and then the Alabama was salt in the wound.
Oh, man. I wonder if any of our fucking audience goers is from Alabama right now.
If they're from Alabama, they know it sucks. I don't believe in having state pride. I'm going to talk shit about Michigan all day, too.
I don't know. I'm a little bit prideful of Louisiana.
Well, yeah, because you can get drunk anywhere there. It's great.
Exactly.
You have good gumbo. You got that going for you.
Food's good. Okay, our state food is the coney dog, and coney dogs are shit.
Fuck you! You haven't had mine.
I don't like chili.
Oh my god, you have made a powerful enemy. Because I just had chili that I made the day before.
Fight.
All chili is bad.
Fight.
It's all grainy and weird.
Fight.
Okay, you haven't had Cincinnati chili. Cincinnati chili is the devil's asshole of chili.
Fight. Come on, chat. Come on.
The best state food is clam chowder, in my opinion.
Fight. Come on, chat. Fight. I'm leading by example here. Fight.
Also, Chicago pizza's better than Detroit pizza.
Fight.
I can agree there.
Fight.
What else is Detroit known for?
Shootings?
Dogs, pizza, crimes.
Pony dogs, pizza, gang violence.
No, I'm trying to think like what.
How long have you two known
Michigan's
each
also
other?
known for mead, which I thought was interesting. Mead is awesome.
Fight. See, Skitty's getting into it. Matt's getting into it. How long you guys?
No, the one food I don't like is chili.
And you're like, I don't like chili. You made a powerful enemy.
No, but seriously,
you guys are IRL friends too. That's the funny part.
We are.
No, here's the thing. You don't like chili, but you've never had Cincinnati chili, which is
I'll give it a shot.
Festering asshole of chili.
I've tried chili like 8 times from different places, and I hate them all. But I'll try Cincinnati chili. I'll try it again for you.
No, you Cincinnati
okay.
chili. You will hate it. It's the
Naruto.
devil's steaming asshole of chili.
Okay, never mind
Naruto, I would say Cell and Smash too, but like I've personally fought Al, and I still talk about that time when he accidentally threw that fight against me when I was the Inkling and he was Peach. You remember that? You were like, okay, I'm going to go get him. And then you do the up B, and then you accidentally flew too far off. And it slowly descended to your death.
Al doesn't play fighting games. He makes characters in them and then watches them fight.
Shut up!
Oh, man.
I mean, you're right, but shut up.
Fire Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
Wait, that game's playable?
So-
I thought it was just like a game where you made characters and made them fight each other.
Okay, like let's talk about your custom character. You can actually take photos of your head in that game now.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, okay, so Fire Pro Wrestling released new DLC called Craft Mode, and there's Entrance Craft, and there's Part Craft, and pretty soon they're going to have Move Craft, where you can make your own moves. But like Parts Craft, basically what you do is you download a sprite sheet, and you have to have the parts that you're making at every angle. So I put my face in the game by taking a shit ton of pictures of my face at different angles. And it looks like complete fucking dog shit, but I love it.
And that's the thing I gotta say. You said there was no voice in it because I saw your ring entrance and I heard him scream "yeah" and all that shit, and it sounded like you, dude. It sounded exactly like you.
That's from the in-game voices, but like what I hope they would have, maybe in the near future, they probably don't, is to just import your own voice samples. But at the moment, you can't do that unless you have like a mod where it like you name the voice sample after your character plus a number that comes after it, and that'll be like the voice sample that you use for each number. But the thing of it is, you know how mods can be, it'll crash the game. Like, here's the thing. So the modding community is nice and friendly, except for the guy who makes the mods.
Oh no.
So if you come up to him and are like, "Yo, this mod crashed my game," he'll be like, "Oh, you put it in wrong. You did something wrong. You downloaded something wrong," and he will not even like attempt to fix anything. Oh sure. He'll look for bugs and he'll patch them, but if you personally come to him and tell him about a bug, he'll chew you out and say that you're a fucking idiot that downloaded the patch wrong.
Oh boy, so being part of the Shin Megami Tensei fan base, there was an English mod for Shin Megami Tensei If that was made by this one dude who was the absolute worst. Like I guess like a lot of mod communities will like say, "Hey, I'm doing the translation for this, dibs," and then people don't really step on their work. And this guy was working on it for like 4 years and saying, "Hey, the more you complain about it, the longer I'm gonna take," and just started like taking a long time out of spite and just like turned in bad translations. And this lasted like 3 or 4 years. But yeah, modders, even they do a good service. Some of them are assholes.
Yeah.
Son of Ifrit says that's why I stick with Modpack. That's what I was using. I was using Modpack 2.0, but for whatever reason, I enabled what I need to enable, and then the second I load anything other than the main screen, it crashes. And it's done this every time, even with the updates. Who knows? Maybe I am doing something wrong. Maybe I'm the fucking retard.
Maybe.
Mm.
Who was this guy?
But yeah, it's Fire Pro. I've gotten into Fire Pro Wrestling again since you can make your own entrances and parts and shit. And I cannot wait for Movecraft because I'm assuming Movecraft is going to be like Pivot Stick Animator because it's all sprites.
Okay.
And
can you actually like customize it to where Kevin Nash does his entrance, and then the second he steps into the ring, he falls over and clutches his leg like he tore his quad?
You probably can. There is a taunt. There is a taunt in the game where you fall over on your face, Ric Flair style.
Good old Flair.
Oh man,
I don't know. Can you just make Gidon where they just like start levitating and flipping all around like an N64 cartridge?
You probably can in Movecraft, but like I said, I don't know what it's going to be like. There wasn't any actual detail about it other than it's going to be free, which I doubt. But it's supposed to be released this spring, so either at the end of April or mid-May, and like I said, I'm assuming it's going to be like a pivot stick animator, where because they're sprites, you have to animate them frame by frame, and it's probably going to take hours per move.
Sounds about right.
I like the fact that video games, well, most video games, not all of them, are still trucking along during these trying times.
Oh, yeah.
Like, new Soccer Wars coming out still, and I do plan to play and stream that next week, so I hope you guys will catch that, unless there's some bullshit that happened. In case, expect me to go on a Twitter rant about it. Last of Us 2 got delayed indefinitely, but who gives a fuck about that game? Seriously.
Yeah.
Even the fans of the original Last of Us said that the sequel was unnecessary.
Definitely unnecessary. Actually, Al, didn't you find? Wasn't there like a weird story leak where like they're going, "Hey, we have lesbian characters as the protagonists. Oh, one of them got fridged. Whoops."
I think so. Yeah.
Wait, what? How recent was this? Because I heard story leaks were being passed around.
This was like a year or two ago.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I can buy that. I can fucking
But
buy
yeah,
that.
the thing is that like a lot of people say we want same-sex romances. Oh god, please stop killing them for the sake of story reasons. That happens so often. Which there's a phrase, "women in refrigerators," that is used for comics where when you kill off a love interest and move the story forward.
Yeah, it gets misinterpreted as a thing there. Oh no, just killing something sexism. But I think that's what the term is.
It's a bad writing trope more than anything else.
It is. But here's the thing: you need to be big brain like a Rocky. Instead of fucking putting women in refrigerators,
you kill dogs.
You put dogs in furnaces. Because everyone loves dogs, and nobody wants to see a dog hurt.
That I know of that lived in JoJo is that dog that Cars saves in Part 3.
Yeah,
and
what the fuck? No. First off, it was Part 2, but second of all, what the fuck?
I meant Part 2.
What the fuck? That makes Cars like the least villainous character in the whole damn series.
Yeah, remember, Cars is not like a necessary. Cars I think is one of the more gray villains next to Valentine, because Cars' whole deal is he generally sees humanity as inferior, and he does respect life. He just thinks that humans don't matter.
Yeah, he just sees humans as food.
Yeah, humans are food to him, but if something isn't food to him, he'll let it live.
Huh. Boy,
that's why he saves dogs.
I really do need to catch up on JoJo, because I really want to see Part 7, because Wooly was gushing the fuck out of it.
Man, you haven't seen Valentine yet?
I've heard about. Lance told me a lot about Valentine, about how this dude is so American, he scars the American flag on his back.
No, that was because he was beaten during the war. It just happened to take the shape of the American flag.
That's even better.
Yeah. So I think my favorite thing was on the unfortunately this guy deleted his YouTube channel, but he did these animated friendcast discussions, and like Matt was on the friendcast, Matt's going like, "Why is everyone tweeting this picture of this dude with the American flag scarred into his back at me?" It's like, "Oh, that's from JoJo Part 7. That guy's the president."
Yeah, man. I even posted on Facebook on 4th of July where he says nothing is more orgasmic than being an American.
Yeah, the deal with Valentine and the reason he's evil is his entire motivation is fuck literally everything except America.
This guy sounds great.
His entire plan is, this is going to make the country better. Yeah, but it's going to fuck over everyone else. Yeah, but America, though!
To answer JoJomon's question, what's the best JoJo video game ever? It would have to be Heritage for the Future.
Seventh Stand User.
No, I was going to say... okay, that's a fan-made game. That doesn't count.
Yeah. But Heritage for the Future otherwise.
Heritage for the Future, the game developed by Capcom. I like that game a lot.
So I am like the only person that cosplays Alessi, so naturally I main Alessi in Heritage for the Future. The dude who has the shadow that makes you younger.
Yeah, I know. That guy's a prick.
Have you ever seen my cosplay of that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to send that to you.
Oh God, I guess we'll have something to replace this blue pud pick on the door right here.
I really am impressed with how this cosplay turned out. It's like probably one of my favorites. One sec.
I think that was the game that actually got me at least knowing what the franchise was about. But yeah, Heritage for that, and it was made by Capcom, and Capcom made
Dio finisher was the first thing I've ever seen of JoJo.
And you know, it was a fun fighting game. When that game used the CPS3 hardware, which my friend was baffled as to why it did, because the CPS3 hardware is the same hardware that was used for the Street Fighter 3 games, as well as Red Earth. And those games visually are pretty damn beautiful, even to this day. But Heritage for the Future looks like Darkstalkers, which is an old early CPS2 game.
So I will say Heritage for the Future is a cool game, but Eyes of Heaven is a cool game. I don't like 3D fighters, and Heritage for the Future I think is a more fun like party game.
Yeah. The reason why I think Heritage for the Future was running on the CPS3 hardware was not because of the quality of the sprites, but because of the quantity of them.
Yes, there's so much stuff going on in that game. Like there's freaking you can summon Silver Chariot Requiem in that game.
Like, here's the thing, they have it's not just the character sprites you have to work on, but their individual stands, their animations,
their transformed animations when they get hit by a Lessie.
Yeah, and
it's also Midnight Bliss, but like everyone has attack animations.
Also, a lot of the attention to detail was put into Whole Horse and Jay Giles, and yeah, I'm gonna call him that. I'm not calling him centerfold.
Terrifying in that game.
Yeah, where he shoots at the camera, then fucking Jay Giles stand just fucking crawls up in front of you. That was actually really well done.
His win animation is like he crawls up the screen.
Yeah, I know, that was awesome, but But the PS1 port of the game, I saw gameplay footage of it, and a lot of that attention to detail was lost. Like the sprites for the stands are more monotone in their colors. They don't have as lot of detail. Like Star Platinum just looks like a weird blue blob. Same with Avdol's God, what was it? Magician's Red. It just looks the colors just didn't pop out as much.
Okay, Jojomon, so I like Giorno. The problem with Giorno is that he's not...
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What's going on?
How did you get the hair right on this?
Yeah, lots of spray.
Okay, guys.
So the thing is, that was the original take where that's held up with nothing but spray, but when I redid, I attached cones to it and then wrapped the hair around the cones, so it looks a bit different now. But like, yeah, please post that cosplay because I'm actually very proud of it. And then post a picture of Alessi from the series next to it.
All right. First, let me just I'm gonna delete this.
But no, people love and hate that cosplay.
Yeah, because Alessi's a fucking scumbag, dude.
So, and thus no one cosplays him, so I'm like, I'm gonna have the best Alessi cosplay then.
Yeah, by default.
Yeah. No, somebody else cosplayed Alessi. I found it online, it looks like shit. But, yeah, so the problem with Giorno is that he is Dio without, Dio's, evil, and as a result, the only thing that's left is ambition, and it's kind of a boring character. Otherwise. And, like, I think, Giorno is a cold character and doesn't really have much development or any quirks to deal with. I think if they made him more quirky, like Josuke, he probably would have been better.
Alright. The first thing I'm going to show is the actual Alessi pic.
Yeah.
Just so people would get a frame of reference.
Yeah, frame of reference for what Alessi looks like.
Just in case not everyone's seen JoJo or got to that point in JoJo Part 3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Jojomon's wondering about his answer to the question because we're on a delay.
All right, this ain't high quality, but this is like a good full body pic I could find, okay? It's a screen cap.
Hard to find it was really hard to find reference photos of Alessi, to be honest. I was making that cosplay.
He's got a weird poodle cut, purple vest. His whole stand is that he can DH people, so it makes it easier for him to fucking
Yeah, and it's a shadow.
attack and bully
I did
them.
make the stand too.
And
so there's a lot of
yes.
photos of me with like the stand laying on the ground because I just made it out of fabric.
Oh, in the video game, he was a giant piece of shit because he
Oh, it's
also
the
had a
best.
gun, and how his gun works is that it a weird virtual cop as Crosshair would show up, and I think he will take like 3 to 5 shots at you if you're like in that Crosshair. He was an annoying dude to deal with in the arcade mode for sure. That game is horrifically unbalanced. I will say that much.
Oh yeah, it is. Pet Shop is broken.
Yeah, there's 2 kinds of people in this world. You're either a decent fighter or you're a piece of shit scumbag that plays Pet Shop. In which case,
And Odd Job.
Odd Job. Okay, and here's Jason's cosplay of him.
Those glasses took me a while to get right. I had to buy weird wraparound shades and then cut them to pieces with some really expensive scissors I had, so they
Okay.
could actually go on like specs.
Oh man, maybe God, if the off chance I do have this convention, which is looking pretty unlikely, I do need to cosplay something. Also, yeah, where did Big Al go?
I'm right here. I'm
I
just
heard
looking
him.
at Fire Pro
I'm
stuff.
still so happy with how this cosplay turned out. I wasn't wearing my belt at the time, but I do have a belt that goes along with that. Just with that, I think that's my best photo of the cosplay.
You know, if the convention happens, but they're trying to be safety precautions, I guess I'll be a fucking space opera plague doctor or something.
Oh yeah, so the purple shirt, that shirt is purple, just the lighting is a bit off.
Yeah, it looks black from this angle.
Yeah, no, it is very purple. It's like kind of a darker purple more than his like pinkish purple, but yeah. But no, it's one of my favorite cosplays I've ever done, to be honest. It's so much fun.
Comic-Con Revolution wins that.
I don't know what that is.
Because I know San Diego Comic-Con got canceled.
Yeah.
As
I know
well as
that
Anime Expo.
ClosetCon got delayed, so hey, I have time to...
Evangelion got delayed indefinitely. Anyways, I'm deleting the anime unless you pick, and I'm keeping the cosplay.
Yeah, me and
pick.
Al were debating what kind of room to stay in, because I don't like staying with too many people, but my room got a... we had some friends who got a room with a kitchen, so we're debating between small room with not that many people versus kitchen.
I don't know, man. Like, I booked for like 3 days, too, because I want to spend the Thursday just hanging out in New Orleans, you know, hanging out the Dave and Buster's, you know, get that out of our system.
Getting those bells to stay in place was a pain.
Man, I really need to do some freelance voice acting gigs. Al, what's the deal with Fist of North Star Abridged?
Oh boy.
Oh man. Oh fuck.
Yep.
Still up in the air.
Evangelion 4.44. You cannot watch this movie this year.
Yeah.
And that's why I named my the episode what it is. You cannot reopen, because apparently some states are trying to reopen their shit slowly but surely.
Yeah, stop that.
How do you guys feel about that?
Okay, I like what Michigan's doing, which our governor is saying, hey, other than the idiots protesting, you're doing a good job.
And
Oh,
shit,
no,
we
dude.
lost him again.
Oh fuck.
It's okay. Oh,
Jason?
Jason. Yeah, I did it. I
Jason.
don't give here.
Let's just wait for him to come back in and see what he says.
All right. Personally, I don't know. There's 2 extremes. There's
right.
people who are too afraid, and then there's people who want everything open, blown out simultaneously. And I think the baby steps are the middle of the road shit.
Yeah, I was I guess I cut off, but our governor generally said that hey, we're loosening restrictions. I think that's cool because they're being proactive instead of reactive.
Yeah, everyone else is being reactive, especially towards a couple friends of mine who I think they're cool dudes, but like, if you don't want to go to the convention, just in case they haven't it this year, then if you don't feel comfortable, then don't go. I won't stop you, but like,
Yeah, it's the thing that the United States has the highest death rate of like any developed country right now.
which is why they bragged about it for today being under 400, and I'm like,
That's still pretty damn bad.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, but then
We're
again,
not
it's
doing
New York.
amazing. Only this many people died. What about everyone else? Oh, like 5 died, but that's beside the point.
Man, they said I stabbed him 14 times. That's bullshit. I only stabbed him 9 times. Okay, New Jack.
What are you gonna do? Stab me? Quote man who was stabbed. God, that line is so good.
In all honesty, I do need a fucking haircut, dude. I had this hair growing for like 16 months now.
Bitch, have you seen my hair?
And I need to go back to the Bobby Hill haircut. But here's the thing. The reason why I used to hate having haircuts at the time is because every time I get a buzz cut, my fucking fat face would be much more noticeable with the double chin and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But that was before the weight loss. I never got a haircut ever since I started my diet. So I wonder how different I'm gonna look with the haircut.
Yeah. Yeah, Al's trying to grow his hair a bit longer.
Yeah.
I have like a massive beard right now.
I am for the baby steps method. I mean, if you want me to go out wearing a bandana or whatever, which I think is kind of fucking hilarious in hindsight, because remember when wearing a bandana across your face, you'd be deemed suspicious, like you're gonna creep up on somebody.
Now it's like, oh, that guy's wearing a bandana. He's a constructive member of society.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, I'm gonna go to a liquor store now, I said as I fucking strap my piece.
Speaking of strap in piece, because I want to talk about this anime a little bit. I started watching Gleipnir. I caught up on it. It's only 3 episodes so far.
That's the anime about the dude in the mascot costume, right?
Yes. So the plot of Gleipnir is that the main character one day just starts transforming into a furry, into a fursuit, basically a mascot costume, and it gives him heightened senses as well as strength, as well as like him kind of having like a bestial instincts. And it's actually kind of good. It reminds me of something that'd be made in the early 2000s, but like really well animated. Like they're throwing money at the screen during the fights.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google Phil Anselmo to see if I actually do look like him. Because I doubt
Phil
it.
Anselmo? Oh, Phil Anselmo.
Yeah.
Zero. I mean, I just look like Jesus right now, so.
Okay. Okay, if I did get a haircut, I could kind of see it. But
Actually, you know what? My favorite thing I've ever heard somebody say.
because I
to me
have
is
a
like,
chin beard now. I have a chin beard like his.
Someone once told me that I look like Topher Grace with a less fucked up face.
So you basically look like Venom.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess.
The fake Venom.
Well, yeah.
Have you watched...
I thought that was funny.
I actually do need to watch Bob's Burgers because I have seen some
It's
clips
good.
here and there, and it does look like a great show, and I'm surprised it lasted this long. It must be that good of a show then.
Yeah, because Fox is really cancel happy about shows.
Yeah! As long as it's not Family Guy, because fuck Family Guy.
Yeah, ugh. But and it's let Seth MacFarlane make every show for the network.
That, and I actually like the actor H. John Benjamin. I love him as a voice
very
actor.
funny.
I think he was hilarious as Archer, and Bob Belcher is actually a pretty funny character, even though he's like the most down to earth dude in the whole series.
Oh, he's great in home movies too.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Coach
really
McGurk.
Really funny.
I just like in the pilot episode, he's like fucking like shit talking himself. He's like, "Well, look at you. Your business is going out, and now you're fat. I mean, you used to be good looking, but now you got fat." And he's talking to himself through the reflection in the window, and then the family's like, "What's Daddy doing?"
Speaking of pilots, have you seen Smiling Friends?
No, I haven't.
I recommend it. That is a trip, and Adult Swim is pushing it really hard.
Wait,
so I can only imagine they're going to make a series.
Wait, is that the one where fucking Mike Stokloska made a cameo?
Yeah.
I saw the clip because my friend's like, "Hey, see if you recognize this guy," and then clear enough, it's fucking Mike using his Mr. Plinkett
He's doing the
voice.
Plinkett voice.
You know, all these are just distractions to remind you
Well,
of the fact
distractions.
that
I'm gonna go home and kill myself.
yeah.
No, that show was really funny. Like that first episode.
That being said, I'm glad he did voiceover work because I think Meister Klaska can actually make it as a talented voice actor.
Oh, yeah, he's a very good voice actor.
Yeah.
I mean, I might like Rich Evans more in general, and I think Mike is probably one of my least favorite members of Red Letter Media, but his voice is like really good.
Yeah, like his impression of the Emperor is great. Like he also has this really good smarmy voice. Like we should make another Star Trek movie before they get old. Like I think he's really good.
Star Trek movie. I still just love everything about Rich Evans.
He needs to fucking construct a demo reel and put it out there.
Yeah, I think he likes where he is, though. I mean, Red Letter Media is doing good. They're very influential.
True, but you know it doesn't hurt to get a little extra money in these trying times.
Yeah, but for those who don't know, Smiling Friends is made by Psychic Peebles, who is like a very entertaining animator who made some weird shit for a while, and I'm really happy that he's getting a show that, by all means, it seems like he should get a show. They're pushing this hard.
God damn. You know who I want to see become a successful animator and show up on mainstream television? I want to see fucking Harry Partridge get into that area.
Has he made anything lately?
Like last year, he actually got Starbarians episode 3 out.
Shit, okay.
So he's making something, and he has a Patreon, and it's just that he's a one-man army, so obviously shit's going to take forever. And Harry's animation is super well done.
His animation are beautiful. I think my favorite animator, unfortunately, all of his stuff has aged very badly, is Legendary Frog.
Oh, I grew up with Legendary Frog in my teens.
I did too.
As well.
That was my childhood. Mm-hmm. Same. Actually, the saddest one in the world was John and Richie. I think their website's gone now.
Oh man, I remember that Final Fantasy music video segment too, with Tifa doing jumping jacks while her titties bounce.
Yep. Actually, I'm gonna see if that's even there still. Let me try John and Richie. JohnRichie.com is gone.
It's a universal controller. It will play on every console: Nintendo, Xbox, Sony. Nintendo, PC, Sony. What about Xbox? What's an Xbox?
But Carrie's big invention is one of my favorite videos. It's so good. What the fuck are you doing?
But
Sorry, my cat's attacking something.
The latest episode of Starbarians was pretty damn funny. God damn, I wish there was a way for him to like fast track it in a reasonable way while still keeping the quality up. Like I said, I hope his Patreon hasn't suffered because of it, and I hope he hasn't turned into Spoonie and have a breakdown.
Oh boy. So I remember that the kind of the big deal with John and Richie was they were saying, okay, so Perfect Kirby 1 came out in 2002. Perfect Kirby 3 was 2003. And they considered that 6 months of work or whatever was too long. And like, hey, Perfect Kirby 4 is not going to take nearly this long. 17 years later, and they're like, yeah, our website's dead now.
Animation is a very tough and arduous process. And
they knocked out Perfect Kirby 3, which is like, yeah, that is like a 40-minute animation in 6 months.
Nobody's turning into Spoonie yet. At least I hope they don't. Especially Happy Harry, because he's a talented animator, and I wish the best for him. Spoonie, I don't even know if that guy was ever good in the first place.
He was never good.
Well, you say that. I mean,
he was good when talking about wrestling, but nothing else.
Okay. I did like his TNA vlog that he did, the first one he did, where he's like, wrestling, wrestle. He's
John Cena versus Randy Orton, or what I like to call,
yeah, Beaver Fever. I remember that song from Angry Beavers.
Actually,
no, Happy Harry is still making content on YouTube. I'm still sub to him. It's just that, yeah, it's been over a year.
Has Weebles done anything lately?
Hold on.
Okay. Hey, Mr. Weeble?
Episode 3 of Starbarians was a year ago, it says. Let me check the specific date. January 26, 2019, so it's well over a year. But he did make a short called Kilgar's Code: How to Win a Fight, Episode 1.
Well, fuck. Okay, never mind.
That-
I guess Weeble is
that
still
was-
making shit.
That was August 21st, 2019.
Yeah, Weeble's stuff is still going strong. He published a video 2 days ago.
Damn.
Yeah, but he's the guy who did like bedroom, mushroom.
Oh yeah.
And he did the I think Catface is probably my favorite version of his videos, but unfortunately, I guess Catface became what it was parodying over time.
I do miss the good old days when we reminisce about shitty YouTubers.
What was that one animator who did the cows and cows and cows and cows? Sireneck.
He did a lot of animations for Adult Swim. One sec.
Sireneck, I think, is what his name is.
Sireneck.
Back in the day, I used to thought the animation, what was it called? Was it called The Real Legend, which was a Ocarina of Time spoof?
Yes.
Yep. I remember that. Well, who did those?
I used to be impressed by the animation at the time, but
Oh, they look like shit now.
yeah, I know, that's crazy. It's like, oh wow.
Speaking of
I
Flash,
did watch. I think Al did too, but we watched the Bizarre Reality of Sonic the Hedgehog by
Eye Patch Wolf.
Yeah, by Super Eye Patch Wolf, and he talked about Super Mario Bros. Z, and that still looks good.
Damn.
You know what Flash animation I every once in a while go back to and reminisce about because it was so it was so shitty it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not
The
gonna...
Arfin House. You guys ever heard of Arfin House?
No,
No.
I want to talk to Ifrit's comment, though.
Alright.
His Final Fantasy 13 review, that's when I fucking started to dial back a bit because he was getting super fucking nitpicky about some dumb shit.
Yeah.
And this
He's
is
not
coming from
even
a guy who
good.
thought Final Fantasy 13 sucked all kinds of balls. But yeah,
That game sucks.
it does suck, but his review was even worse.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I hate when people it's like, I have the same opinion as you, but your opinion is shit.
pretty much.
Like you're doing it. No, I do remember this. Al, do you remember at the con show? I don't remember what the topic, what the actual character was, but we were doing the waifu debates,
Mm-hmm.
and someone tried to defend a character that I loved, and I straight up told them, "It's like, I love the character you defended, but you did a bad job, so I'm gonna have to find you guilty."
But yeah,
Hey, at least you're being fair and objective.
Yeah, I'm always objective when it
What
comes to that.
character-
I believe
what
somebody
character
makes a
was-
bad argument, even if
character
I
was
agree
this
with them, I'm not going to
What
justify
character-
them.
What character was this person trying to defend?
I don't remember. I think it might have been like Ryoko from Kill la Kill or something.
Oh, Ryuko. I was about to
Ryuko,
say,
yeah.
if it was Ryoko from Tenchi Muyo, I would have fucking assassinated that lawyer and just fucking
I think
wear
the
his
best
skin.
debate we had, it was like Ratchnera from Monster Musume versus who was it that I had? I don't remember who I had to defend, but Al's defense of Ratchnera was 8-legged foot jobs.
Right?
yeah, and I won the debate.
And you won. I'm like, I can't beat that.
No. The best part was you had to talk about why she's such a shitty character, even though
Yeah.
you love her,
Yeah,
and you went
that's what it
into
was.
a huge several paragraph diatribe, and then when it came to me, I said 8-legged foot jobs, and then
That's what
dropped
it
the
was.
mic.
I had to just say if she was a good character or not.
Like, Ragnar was awesome. I want to see a Spider Girl that's based off of the spider that has the Jason Voorhees face on its back.
God.
You remember what I'm talking about because Al had like a weird fascination of looking up different types of spiders. But there's this one spider that literally has its backside and it looks like Jason Voorhees' fucking hockey mask.
That's awesome. Oh, yeah.
And
So
I'm like, oh, that should be a fucking
yeah.
anime waifu character right there.
Cyrac is apparently still making videos. He made a video 4 months ago.
Huh.
Oh, cool.
Why didn't you guys sub to him?
I should have. I'm going to do that right now.
Yeah, I was about to say, dude.
Oh shit! I think I might have found it.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
Circle
man.
Girl.
What's Ace Salieri doing? Why didn't I sub to him even though I watch his content?
Yeah. I've
That's
done
an
that a few
asshole.
times. Yeah, there was
Is that it?
actually the speaking of Gleitner, I was talking to some of my friends about it, and one of my friends goes like, "Oh yeah, Mother's Basement said to watch that." I'm like, "Oh really? He liked that show?" And I watched his spring anime recommendations, and I'm like, "Yep, I still have the same complaints about Mother's Basement that I always did."
That he sucks,
That he talks for too long.
and he also sucks, and he has terrible.
He's also not
opinions.
very funny.
And his
Hey,
Goblin Slayers video was terrible.
His Goblin Slayer video is funny in retrospect. He's like, this is not how you draw people in to have a successful anime. Cut to Goblin Slayer being the most watched anime of that season.
Yeah.
Is that the spider you were talking about? I just linked it in the chat.
Okay, let me check. Yep, that's the one.
That's cool. I like it.
Guess what? That's not a spider. That's a harvestman.
Oh.
Oh, what? Okay.
That's a daddy longlegs.
Oh, daddy longlegs aren't spiders?
You didn't know that?
No,
I didn't.
No, daddy longlegs they're arachnids, but they're in a class of their own.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like ticks. How ticks aren't spiders, but they're still arachnids.
Well, fuck it. Let's make a waifu out of it anyways.
Yeah, always. Yeah, so the thing is...
I've seen waifus out of everything.
I don't think Mother's Basement's taste is all that bad, considering that he likes a lot of the same anime I like,
Same here.
and he dislikes a lot of the same anime that I like.
He
But I
loves-
think that his way of getting his opinions across it leaves a bit to be desired, because it's not punchy enough. It's just, he will talk for 2 hours about something that should be gotten across in like 5 minutes.
Which he's probably padding out because YouTube algorithm shit. But
That's exactly
But
it.
here's the thing. I love the Legend of Heroes Trail series. I really do.
Yeah.
I think it's the best JRPG franchise of all time. Fuck Final Fantasy, and you know what? Even fuck Persona. But, like, he needs
But you're calling Persona not even Shin Megami Tensei?
Or, you know what? Shin Megami Tensei as a whole, but let's be honest. Like, Persona is fucking casting a shadow on that whole franchise, which
It is.
disappoints me.
Well, I want 5 to come out, though.
I want SMT5 to come out. I want a Devil Summoner. I want a Devil Survivor.
Man, I want Devil Summoner by Platinum.
I'm not a big fan of Ben the Sage's reviews. His are even worse than Mother's Basement. At least Mother's Basement was trying to be analytical.
Yeah.
Ben the Sage is doing that whole style of, I'm just going to summarize the events by making funny names up for other people and then make dumb jokes and skits and characters that nobody that pads out the time and shit.
Oh, cool. Does that mean my stupid skit review idea is not unrelevant yet?
Yeah.
So I've been trying to do a review
And
for a
whenever
while.
he does do a more analytical thing, apparently he gets all his shit wrong. Case in point, his Grave of the Fireflies video.
Oh God!
What the hell did he say
A
about
pretty
that?
simple movie.
Well, apparently he said, the big thing I'm going to point out that I remember is that he said that the film was conceived as like an anti-war propaganda, but it's not. It's actually supposed to be like an rebellious youth propaganda film or something.
What?
But then Studio Chojin made a video response to him saying, no, it probably was an anti-war propaganda film because the director always got involved in anti-war activism and shit
It's
like
a
that.
very anti-war movie. What the fuck is he
Yeah.
smoking?
Exactly. But that's just one example. Like I
A
said,
movie about the bombs dropping in Hiroshima isn't an anti-war movie.
Yeah.
like I said, man, Studio Chojin, I love this guy. He also made a good review of Street Fighter 2, the anime movie, which I probably have to make a video of one day. Not a review, but here's the thing.
An appreciation, a retrospective.
Well, Street Fighter 2, the anime movie, to me, when it comes to action scenes in anime, is the fucking platinum star standard. Nothing has come
Yes.
close to it.
That shit is amazing.
good.
All those animations, all those fight scenes, everything about it, I love it, and nothing has not even come close. None of these modern shonen anime shit. Kagan Ashura is pretty fun to watch, but it's still no.
I need to watch that.
It's
Hey,
still
Dark Scream.
it's no
Dark
Street
Scream.
Fighter. What?
You know what I loved about the Street Fighter fight scenes?
What?
They had weight.
Yeah, exactly.
I bring that up so often when I talk shit about other shows. Is if something doesn't have weight, why bother?
Like you know what? You know why it has weight, right?
Because it's two physical combatants.
Well, no, because they had two trained martial artists doing like overseas animation.
Oh, that's awesome.
They were overseeing the animation quality, so that's why the fights look so fucking realistic when they did.
And that's
yeah.
the reason that like Kengan Ashura and Baki are so like over the top and brutal is because the author clearly loves martial arts.
I know, but like in King and Ashura, there was a fight between the main character and this blonde dude who kind of looks like Ken. And I just remember the main character like wailing a bunch of punches on him and actually blooding up and bruising his face, but yet he was still active and standing. And it kind of disappointed me that he wasn't able to take him down just yet. But yeah, they actually had MMA guys like oversee the animation shit to make it look realistic when it can. But like, I'll give you an example. During the Chun-Li versus Vega fight scene, originally Chun-Li was gonna shoot her Kikoken projectile at Vega.
Yeah.
But they changed it to where she fucking lifts a sofa and chucks it at his face.
Yeah!
Following up with a spinning bird kick and then stomping and twisting his face.
Kick is one of the most beautiful pieces of animation I've ever seen.
And and the spinning bird kick itself was actually a very realistic looking one. She wasn't like floating in the air. She was actually like doing a gymnast spin.
Spin and held in the air by momentum.
But that was so much more effective because I don't know anything about Chun-Li's Kikoken, whether or not that would actually hurt me. But God forbid I get a fucking couch chucked at my face like that.
And then she did the 100 kick. The 100 kick slash, or whatever the fuck they call it.
That fucking finish.
Hyakuretsu Kyaku.
That thing that was parried by Daigo.
One of the things I did like about Street Fighter V is that her critical art actually has an animation that looks very similar to that, and I'm like, okay, you're paying respects to that classic movie. I like that.
I love weird like homages in finishing moves. Actually, the thing I sent Al was the Fist of the Phantom Stars finisher from Persona 5 Royal.
Oh God.
Which Al, I think you appreciated that more than I could, and that's why I sent it to you.
Yes.
But
so just explain like what goes down in that, and I remember you mentioned that the pose was dead on.
Yeah, the girl character, she does the thing that Kenshiro does where he does the pose, he does the North Star pose.
Is this Makoto we're talking about?
It's Makoto, yeah.
Yeah, obviously. She would do something like this.
Makoto has the one hand over the other, and she does the clockwise wave so that they're switch positions, and I'm like, that's the Muso Tensei pose.
Yeah. And then she does the
just quick. JoJomon Returns said that Cam Clark owned Sage. Tell me how Liquid Snake talks shit about Bennett the Sage. Please tell me.
Wait, what?
Apparently, Cam Clark, the voice of Liquid Snake, owned Bennett the Sage, according to JoJomon.
That's weird because I remember. Okay, I think I know why. And in case JoJomon fucking posts what the story is, let me at least make a theory. See, the funny thing is, Bennett the Sage actually praised the shit out of Cam Clark in an earlier review. But when he reviewed Akira, which was also a fucking terrible video, again, Studio Chojin made a response to that too. Bennett the Sage was shitting on the original VHS copy with the original VHS dub. And and if anyone's familiar with that one, the voice of Kaneda, however you want to pronounce it, wasn't Johnny Yambash. That was a later dub that came out in the 2000s.
There's like 3 dubs of
two dubs.
Two dubs.
Okay. And the original dub had Cam fucking Clark. And for some reason Bennett didn't know this.
Oh no.
Even though it's pretty obvious it's him.
Yeah.
Brother!
Leonardo! Oh, wait, different brother. Yeah, Cam Clark. He still does like an occasional voice acting gig here and there, and even in more obscure stuff. He was Ronaldo in Devil Survivor 2.
Damn, okay. Well, I gotta play Devil Survivor 2 because I liked Devil Survivor 1 a lot.
And he was Instructor Neidhart in Trails of Cold Steel, who is like one of the manliest fucking characters in that whole series. Yeah. Okay, guys, about Mr. Weeble. He did a kick-ass Magical Trevor 5. Go watch it. It has B versus... Oh my god.
I was gonna watch that when this was over. Because he posted that like 2 days ago.
I wanted to mention this.
Anyways, I assume Clark probably owns Sage in regards to that or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wanted to mention that I mentioned this earlier, but I want to talk about just very quick. We were talking about old Flash animations we used to watch. I mentioned Arfin House. Now, Arfin House started out as this really shitty like
I'm gonna use some
RPG maker.
I'm gonna look into this.
But go on.
Arfin
That
House.
looks like shit.
Yeah, Arfin House started as this really shitty RPG maker game that some dude made, and he turned it into a Flash series.
Oh god, is it as bad as that barbecue quest thing that Joel made and then forgot that he made?
Yes, it's stylistic suck is what he was going for. It's so shitty, it's legendary.
Have you ever seen that Mega Man comic?
Which one? Is it the
trying to remember the
one
name
where
of
Roll's
it.
naked?
No, it's I know it had an RPG Maker game, but it like what the hell is this? I think it's just called like Mega Man Sprite Comic, but Mega Man's catchphrase is "What?" Because every single comic starts out with Mega Man saying "What?" Yeah, I'm gonna send this over the Discord. But it's just shit posting, and it has an RPG Maker game. I think this is called Mega Man Sprite Comic.
Oh, fucking Vinny talked about this.
Yeah. I know that Nitro Rad did a video when he did a playthrough of the Sprite Comic game.
Yeah,
What? Mega Man, Halloween is approaching. It's time to put up the decoration. Pause. Wow! And that's the whole comic, just dumb shit posting.
Yeah, I love like, I think in the RPG, Proto Man was in like a fucking rascal scooter or some shit.
Yeah, I think so.
Why was Proto Man in a rascal scooter?
Because he's just really fat in the game or something.
What the fuck? What did I walk into?
Oh, here we go. Here's Proto Man from the game. Yeah, from the series.
Oh my god. Oh, what am I even looking at?
The Mega Man Sprite comic. Everyone just Google Mega Man Sprite comic. It is a masterpiece of what?
That's a good way of describing things. Okay.
Yes.
But yeah, look up Arfin House, watch it. I think the whole series is on YouTube right now. It's glorious.
Okay. I think the two things that completely sculpted my sense of humor are Sheep in the Big City and Demented Cartoon Movie.
See, I thought I was the only motherfucker in the world that actually liked Sheep in the Big City.
I love Sheep in the Big City.
That show was
I used
so
to watch it when
funny.
I used to watch it when I was younger, and I liked it.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite gags ever was the it was like they were talking about continuity or something. Like there was a thing where they built a net to catch the sheep, but the net was too big, so they built a shrink ray to make the net smaller instead of making a smaller net. So he then at one point he fired a growth ray at the sheep to make the sheep big enough to fit into the net. That's what it was. But he fired it himself, and the character got taller. It's like, oh, I'm happy I'm taller. It's like, oh no, but continuity says you have to shrink down by the end of the episode. Wait, what? And then he did, and I thought that was really funny.
Like, that show was actually airing when I was when Cartoon Network was actually available for my cable service, which I talked about earlier. But yeah, I just remember just loving the bizarre fourth wall breaks, those silly dumbass commercials with Oxy.
Oh, the angry scientist who hated being called a mad scientist.
Scientist who gets so upset when you call him a mad scientist. But I think my favorite bit was the Shrimpola Cola commercial, where it's like shrimp flavored soda, and the kid drinks it, and his brain is burning.
That reminds me of something from Wonder Show. Oh, you better not be doing what I think you're doing, Cat.
But yeah, dude, that cartoon was great, and for some reason people aren't remembering it that fondly. I'm like, really? I mean, this is the same studio that eventually gave us Kids Next Door.
I never liked Kids Next Door.
Dude, Kids Next Door actually had an episode that was a direct parody of the Animatrix's Second Renaissance segment.
Motherfucker.
All right,
Which,
guys, go ahead.
Oh, I assume you're
The
going to have
cat's
to go?
stuck in my drawer right now, and I'm upset.
Yeah, I actually have to wake up early so we can go shopping and not get mauled to death.
Yeah, the malls, shopping is so crowded lately. It's pissing me off.
I know, like, guys, so... Okay.
Yeah, I
Motherfucker, need to... Online orders. Learn to use a computer, you fucking boomers.
Hey, I went shopping for groceries the other day, so I have plenty of food, and I also have Interspecies Reviewers volumes 1 through 3 arriving at my house soon.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you. I think I'm on, like, volume 9 or something.
Okay. Also, I ordered the anime.
But yeah, I gotta wake up early and go to Walmart with my mom and get some shit. And by the way, I don't know if I told you guys, but I am home brewing. I'm gonna be making some brew.
You're making some
turning my basement into a fucking speakeasy.
You're gonna be known as Beer Baron Al 2K6.
I'll catch you, Beer Baron. No, you won't. Yes, I will. Do. That's one of my favorite episodes of The Simpsons. I should watch that tonight.
The episode was pretty rock solid.
Oh, it's so good.
All right, you take it easy, guys. Have fun without me.
Good night. It probably won't go on that much longer.
Hey, Zeal Knight, you just missed Big Al. He was on the stream earlier. What were we talking about when we were talking about? Oh yeah,
Bad Flash animations, Mega Man sprites.
No, I'm talking about social distancing.
In the big city.
All that crowded shit. I was thinking, maybe I'll probably have something delivered to me for lunch or something.
Oh yeah. I did order Qdoba burritos the other day, and they forgot my queso sauce, and it ruined the whole burrito.
Ouch.
Because the thing is, I'm not usually that picky, but it's the issue where it's kind of like ordering a burger without condiments on it. It ruins like the whole moisture of the food.
I'm probably gonna order me a sandwich with no bread, like usual.
I'm probably just gonna. You know what? I have a lot of food.
It's probably gonna be a fucking salad, not the healthiest salad, but at least it doesn't have fucking bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a lot of stir fry right now.
And then for dinner, I'm gonna say fuck it, Dairy Queen.
Yo, that sounds good. The Dairy Queen near my house closed.
Yeah, I have a Dairy Queen. Like I said, I would like to walk to that Dairy Queen, and I just want to get me a fish sandwich with some cheese curds and a small.
Dairy Queen food is really underrated. Their ice cream's good, but goddamn, their food is good.
Yeah, like their cheese curds. I talked about this with my friends last night. They're basically just like little mozzarella balls, but they're so.
There's a restaurant near me called Culver's. And I wonder if there's one nearby that is still open. Culver's is like that. It's like Wisconsin Butter Burgers, and they have really good cheese curds.
Oh, man. Like, their cheese curds would cause me to gal real hard.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yo. All right. I'm down. I'm going to see if I can go grab some Culver's tomorrow, because there's a Culver's like 3 miles from my house.
No, I did not get the chance to finish Doom Eternal. I heard the final boss was lackluster, but,
the final boss is quite good when you get the hang of it, but if you don't know what you're doing, it's a slog.
All right. Well, like I said, my goblins took over me on that one. Plus, I want to play more Final Fantasy VII because holy shit,
fair.
I did not expect to like this game.
Yeah, that happens. I didn't expect to like Persona 5 Royal as much as I do, but
also,
holy shit, I've been grinding away in that game.
The Machina Bridge parody of Final Fantasy VII by Team 4-Star was also pretty rock solid.
Yeah.
They actually had professional voice actors like voice the roles. Like the woman who voices Tifa is the same voice actress who voices Uni from the Neptunia series. So that's good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I was able to spot that whenever I heard flashback Tifa. Hi, my name's Tifa. Want to do me a solid? Your eyes are pretty. Damn you, 12-year-old Cloud. You sure shit weren't looking at her eyes.
Wow, that's a very real post I just saw. It's an image of it's the image from Avatar.
I can smell the cosmos.
I can smell the cosmos. I'm thinking of, you know what? I read that line and I think of Katamari Damacy, even though it's I feel the cosmos.
No, I gotta show you a funny image that I screen cap, but like
okay.
In Final Fantasy VII Machina Bridge, whenever they introduce characters in their names, they actually go to the name screen And sometimes, and it's a joke there, like in the case
Virgil,
of
stop that.
in the case of Cloud, the name would come up originally as Blonde Zach. So,
That's pretty good.
or in the case of Tifa, it's Tifa the Liar because apparently she was bullshitting Cloud for the reactor mission. But what they did with Yuffie, I got to pull this up.
Okay. Now, there's just a meme post I saw. It's a picture of the Avatar crew watching that play on the Fire Island, and just says, "Did Kim Jong-un just die?" It's like, it was really unclear.
All right, I'm covering the whole screen, but when they introduced Yuffie, Yuffie was in a battle with everybody, and then Tifa was just so pissed off she fucking socks her right in the face, and the minute she does that, it goes to her character naming screen and pulls up this fucking image. And then look closely. Look at the letters.
What the fuck is happening?
She just took a fistful of Tifa's right hook. It's so fucking good.
I saw some really good hentai of Yuffie recently.
Oh man. Yeah, that's supposed to be Yuffie, but
Not anymore. She ain't gonna be Yuffie when that's over.
She got knocked the fuck out. It was in season 2 of Mission Bridge. Oh, it was
okay. I don't know how late it is in the game, but I keep seeing the artwork of Aerith with a chair.
Oh, apparently, yeah, I've seen some of that shit spoiled for me too. But apparently, I think this happens during Don Corneo's. So, in the original game, Cloud infiltrated a crime boss's little brothel.
Yeah.
That
seems great in the remake, to be honest, like that whole sequence.
Oh, I saw. Apparently, they turned it into a rhythm game.
That sounds great.
And I saw somebody fucking put the Backstreet's Back song to that rhythm game, which fit perfectly. No, Mishima doesn't hate Yuffie. It's just that Tifa was really pissed off at the time. like fucking Red 13 was high on drugs. They didn't know where to go, and then all of a sudden this fucking woman goes, "Surprise attack!" And she was okay. Oh yeah, he is. Well, Cloud was kind of a whiny little bitch, but that's why I enjoyed him. I don't know.
Yeah.
The Mission Bridge parody is pretty fun to watch.
Every Japanese game needs a cross-dressing section. I don't know why I think it's funny.
Dude, fucking Oculus Strip had a cross-dressing minigame.
Good.
And the XE localization decided to reference the fucking Boku no Pika meme.
That is weird.
Yeah, where you basically reveal yourself to these fucking guys like, I'm a dude, and everyone's like, yo! Exactly that.
Well, that's really good.
Yeah, that is how you handle localization.
Yeah. So that's what I believe about memes and localization. Don't reference memes that are currently popular. Reference memes that were popular like 5 years ago and are still relevant.
Well, they're going to do that regardless because when they're developing the game, the meme was relevant, but then they don't know how long that's going to be outdated or whatever.
Yeah, but no, like if I saw a game now that did an all your base joke, I would get hype.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, Jojomon, Al left.
Yeah, he left.
He has to be up early tomorrow. I technically do too, but I slept like all day. So
Me, I'm still off tomorrow, so I'm probably just gonna drink some more and play some Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I'm gonna probably eat some of the food I have left over in the fridge because I definitely need to eat a little bit to soak up some of this booze.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna stream again tomorrow.
My cat's pissed off that my window is closed.
I had no video ideas that I had planned because I think I uploaded everything. I got Absolute Counter, I did a little stream, and then I got my High Score Girl review out, which didn't get a whole lot of traction, but I expected as much. So I don't know if I have any videos I can do in a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah.
Unless somebody wants to see me go on a rant about some shit, in which case I will definitely fucking hawk myself up on some booze and then talk about why the quartering is such a shitty YouTube channel. I don't know.
I never even heard of them.
He's just an anti-SJW who's a fucking doomer that just
Okay, so he's bell curving.
yeah, he's basically just doing that to get views and shit. Like he was an idiot who
That's
thinks,
the reason I'm. That's the I want to make a video series that's like me just like trying to be like a ranter, but it'll just be called "I rather don't like the thing."
yeah, I'm not a fan of him, dude. He said that he was one of the people that thought Dead or Alive was going to go full SJW, which, by the way,
That ain't gonna happen with that guy in charge. They don't give a fuck.
Itagaki left like a long
No,
ass time
who was
ago.
the one who was it Dead? No, was it Dead or Alive or another game where people got pissed? No, it was the yeah, it was like something. No, it was Tekken. Somebody got pissed off at Lucky Chloe. So like, man, I just put out like a muscular skinhead guy in there to be for the Americans because Chloe don't want to play as cute girl.
That was Tekken.
That guy's way better. That's what I was thinking of.
But the Dead Chloe Tecmo put some modern anime bullshit in there, which I knew they were going to do because I knew they weren't going to fucking pay on SJWs the whole time. They were just fake PRing it. Lucky Chloe is actually a fun character to play as.
Oh, I love Lucky Chloe. She's great.
Here's the thing. I would like her more if they emphasized the fact that she's actually an alpha bitch behind the scenes.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, because that's how she was looking in her game because
have you ever played Skullgirls?
Yeah.
Okay, because I love that like all of it's the only fighting game I can really think of where you see their like behind the scenes personality shine through during the fights. And that's why I love Beowulf so much, because he is selling and talking to his opponent to try and get spots going.
Well, yeah, because his whole gimmick is that he's a pro wrestler.
Yeah, he's a wrestler. It's great.
And he makes references
But
like super.
He'll just whisper like it's like, okay, kick out at 2. It's like, okay, I'm gonna sell this for a few seconds. It's like oh, okay, you're gonna have to take a bump now.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the quartering, but I don't know if I have the strength or passion to do videos like. I did a fucking video response to Louis Leval, and I still get hate comments about that because people are such doomers. It's like video games are already destroyed. Why?
But Jojo, man, we have Skullgirls too. It's called Deadly Airport.
Why do you hate? Why don't you hate video games and think they're ruined like everyone else does? I don't know because I'm not a
video games over.
Because if I was, I kill myself with like how these other idiots should probably handle things. Oh no, wait, they probably don't believe that. And they're just doing it just to get some YouTube.
Doing it for the views.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the reason I refuse to ever really get political or like overly overly involved with that kind of stuff because I'm like, no, I'm just gonna have a good time, and if something's bad, I'll just find something that's good.
It's the reason why I privatize. It's the reason why
is a weird mobile ripoff of Skullgirls.
Oh, it's the reason why it's the reason why I fucking privatized my Senran Kagura video a couple of years ago.
Oh my god!
So apparently, due to PlayStation being a bunch of fucking assholes, they actually forced XC to censor the game by taking out one of the features that used to exist in the earlier iterations of the game. Hell, fucking Nintendo has a spin-off game of that series where it's just a tech demo showing off that with the Joy-Con motions. So it wasn't a problem before, but then Sony forced them to take it out, and I
forgot about that. That was awesome. That was a good advertisement.
Yeah, well, anyways, they took it down, and then I said, "Oh, well, this is pretty bad, because it makes XE look bad in a way because this wasn't in the control, or whatever." Anyways, that video was climbing up in views, man. It was getting over like 3,000 and some comments and shit, and I just got sick of it. This is not the direction I want my channel to go. I want to be a little more positive. I mean, I'm cool doing videos and stuff, shitting on things, but But I want to do like stuff where I want to have fun talking about shit again. Okay.
Yeah, it's great. Like, okay, I do have fun talking shit about stuff, but it gets exhausting. I can't get
Exactly.
real life mad.
Like, guys, I know like Green sucks, but Green is irrelevant now. There's no point
Yeah,
in me bringing it up anymore. I
yeah.
did a review a
I
long ass
mean,
time
you can
ago.
talk shit about like anime that's currently ruining the industry, but like, where's the fun in that? If you don't have optimism, what's the point?
I know. I'd rather just shine a light on some underrated gems or a good show or something. Like, I'd rather talk more about Izoken than fucking Sword Art Online Season 5 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, who cares? I haven't thought about Sword Art in forever. I haven't thought about Attack on Titan in forever. Those shows seemed like they missed my They were all that everybody in my group was talking about, but now it's just completely removed from my circle.
Yeah, I mean, and that's another thing. The video game industry ain't gonna collapse. Look at all these fucking games coming out, man.
Yeah, even if like major industries can't make money on games, good. And now we have more indie games to focus on.
Yeah, like, I need to finish fucking Guacamelee so I can play
I need to play
Guacamelee 2.
Hades.
I need to play The Messenger.
Fuck yeah.
You know, I'm not starving for games. In fact, there's too much of them.
I need to go play through the rest of the Shantae games.
Yeah, I actually do need to play the earlier Shantae titles because I played.
I played a lot of Half Genie Hero, but I did download the definitive version. I should probably do that so I can 100% it again, and then do the mode where you play as the friends and Risky Boots.
Here's the thing: the coronavirus is causing some delays here and there, and I'm expecting some of them. Like, I am not expecting Trails of Cold Steel 4 to come out in the fall. If it does, great. I hope I get it by then, because I did post an online order from the NASA store. But I am expecting a delay due to shit like this. But but like I said, video games is probably the medium that is fucking trucking during these hard times. I mean,
yeah,
there are no movies in theaters.
No, I can't go. I want it. Okay, thing is, I didn't even know that The Color Out of Space came out, but I know it was in theaters when the Corona hit, and then now it's gone. I don't know how to watch it now.
That's weird. And then all these other films that planned for theatrical releases are either delayed till next year, or just out digitally, like Trolls or
Scoob. Poor Scoob.
I know, man.
I was looking forward to seeing Scoob in theaters and getting drunk, but oh well.
Yeah. That being said, I still love that tweet that fucking Karen made, where she's like, "This was supposed to be the year of women, but coronavirus ruined it." We talked about.
I think I mentioned this last time, but isn't that just the same as the year of Luigi?
I don't know, dude.
Every year is gonna be the year of Luigi.
But here's the thing, man. Luigi happened. This didn't. Fucking Black Widow, delayed. Wonder Woman, delayed. James Bond with a woman, delayed. And nobody's going to see it because Daniel Craig said, oh yeah, that movie's going to be an anti-Trump allegory.
The thing is, I don't like Trump, but I don't like being forced at that.
I don't like Trump either, but like, guys.
I don't like being preached to.
It's getting exhausting, man. Like, come up with your own shit. Also, I hate Trump, but I also hate fucking smarmy ass SoCal Californians even more. I'm starting to see what Trey Parker and Matt Stone were talking about when they said, "Oh yeah, we hate conservatives, but we hate liberals even more."
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, oh,
what was it? I think Lewis Black said that that liberals have no ideas and conservatives have tons of ideas, but they're all bad. Yeah. And the only time you get the worst ideas is when they work together, because conservatives will go, I have a terrible idea, and then a liberal will say, I'll make it worse.
Mario Maker 2's updates, I haven't played enough of it.
That's something Al could have talked about, honestly. He loves Mario Maker. He was excited about all that.
Yeah, we forgot to talk about that because
I completely forgot. Maybe next week or the week after.
I actually do like the updates, and I can't wait to play the stages and shit with those updates.
Yep.
I really need to make my own levels, but the thing is, I don't know what the hell to make. So
Yeah.
I'm not a good creative guy,
How about you just make World 1-1 again?
but I am down with seeing other people's creations and playing that, and which is how I've been handling Mario Maker 2. But like, I actually need to buckle down and actually try to create a fun stage for people or something.
I like man, I'm one of those awful people that really likes the creativity and like work that goes into making an auto stage that plays music.
Yeah, that's crazy because you look at the stage and then you see all these fucking objects and shit like placed perfectly.
Yeah.
You wonder how they got that all right and shit. I don't know. Like I said, my brain just can't work the way their brains work.
Yeah. Our brain isn't galaxy enough for this.
I know, man. Which is a damn shame because I do want to create my own stages, but like I said, I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything that's like fun yet challenging because that's probably what I want to aim for.
I'm usually really good at coming up with gimmicks.
I'm thinking about a bunch of bullet bills and bonsai bills. I just want the character to just straight up try to dodge everything I throw at him. Because I'm just kind of psychotic that way.
Yep.
But yeah, man, Mario Maker 2, I'm glad they have those updates. I'm glad I pick up that game. I sure hope Power Rangers Battle for the Grid has like an update coming soon with all this COVID-19 stuff because I want to get back to playing more of that game. Because Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, you can pick up that game even after...
You can play as Virgil.
Yeah, true. And he is pretty high tier.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he fucking is, dude. But I do want them to post another fucking update and add a new character or something. Probably another villain, and I said it. I say an absolute counter. I'm leading on. I want them to add Mesogog from Dino Thunder because I always thought his design was really cool, and you could probably do some shit with him. And you know, some representation of Dino Thunder would be nice because Tommy has yet to get his fucking his black Dino Thunder Ranger costume yet. So he just has the green and white Ranger costumes. Chat's gotten quiet.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Brain's only good enough to make traditional style level. Yeah, I feel the same
My
way.
brain is only good enough to make traditional style levels, which isn't too bad. Though I have been able to make levels utilizing the Mario Maker 2 features. I have only 10 levels made. People have already have 100 levels made. Well, those people are going to be.
That's how you start.
Those people are going to be great game designers in the future, I hope. Man, fucking Streets of Rage 4 is coming out, and I don't know if I'll have the time to play that.
You know what?
I love beat 'em ups, man. I love River City.
Despite how much Pat gushes about Go Straight, I've never listened to that track. I probably should.
I probably should too.
Yeah.
I'm now getting back to it. He has apparently 10. He created a super world for those 10 levels. Oh, that was another feature I really liked that they added was the fact that you can create your own hub world.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good feeling.
Titties.
Oh yeah. Like Al was mentioning, like you make your own Super Mario World, and that's really cool to me. So you can make a whole game.
And the Koopalings are back.
Yay! I love the Koopalings.
That's gonna be great.
Who's your favorite Koopaling?
The one with the kiss makeup.
Oh wait, which one's that?
He was the big guy.
Oh, Roy.
Yeah.
Yep, I would say my favorite one is Lemmy.
I think Windsor's favorite is Ludwig.
Ludwig's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lemmy by far was my favorite because of its stupid rainbow hair.
I need to find a rabbit hole to listen to while gaming in the background because Rocco from Mega 64 recommended listening to interviews by Gene Simmons about their fucking Rock and Brew restaurants because Gene Simmons would like go on tangents and say some weird shit he shouldn't say right now. Like, the great restaurant, unlike all those drug dealers, I think we should kill all
Oh, yeah,
drug
my
dealers.
mistake, it was Morton Koopa, not Roy.
Oh, okay. Morton. Okay. Trying to do a full Mario game for Mario Maker 2 based on Mario World. Yeah. They also had the Super Mario 2 mushroom. That's nice. I do remember that. I did see the update video. Yeah, that's kind of why I like him, because he has that fucking kiss pate face.
Come to think of it, speaking of like games and stuff, I am absolutely shocked because I'm watching Wooly's playthrough of Dokapon Kingdom.
Man, I don't know if I should just watch it from beginning to end or just wait for like a best of compilation, because I heard some
It's
shit
long, and oh my, like they are really salty, like especially after the blood pool started.
I heard shit went down according to their podcasts.
Yeah, but it is good. I want to see that game re-released. Like it's stuck on the GameCube right now.
Oh man, if that game got re-released on the Switch, you, me, Al, and a fourth
Oh,
person
let's
play it.
all. I would love to play and then kill each other.
Maybe that's why they haven't made any Dokapon Kingdoms after this, because they know it would just cause like friendships to end.
Yeah. For people who don't know, Dokapon Kingdom is like a Mario Party style RPG, but you're all just doing your own RPG, but you can steal from other players. You can fight them, which knocks them out of the game for like 3 turns. You can like steal their gear and change their names and appearance and shit.
It's the ultimate salt mine.
Yeah, I think my favorite salty moment I've seen is one character got they got some food to deliver to a town for a quest, and somebody just walked past them, stole the food, and sold it to a shop right in front of them for like 7,000 gold.
Yeah, Rocco said that he was listening to interviews from Kiss about the Rock and Brew restaurant, and he said it was a fun little rabbit hole to get into because he would just say some really outrageous things and shit. So that's why I was trying to check it out, but I couldn't find anything what he was talking about. So, but yeah, Sucker Punch. I didn't bother seeing the movie because when I saw the trailer, I thought it looked fucking stupid.
I like the movie, but it's one of those things that I understand why people don't like it. It's very flawed, but I think it's a fun watch.
Mm.
Again, that's how I feel about a lot of movies. I love movies where I'm like, okay, clearly a lot of love and effort went into this, and I'm gonna like it for that reason.
Maybe the reason why we never got Dokapon Kingdom was because they were developing a sequel, and then during QA testing, one of the fucking players threw the other player out the fucking window through a 50-foot ledge because it's just how fucking salty it got people.
You know what? A movie like I've thought about this a few times. Okay, here's the thing. I have like writing aspirations and like design aspirations, and I would love to write like screenplays for movies. And what I would love to do, I would love to make a movie version of that story where Sega hired Yakuza to kidnap the sister of a game designer that left Sega to work for Nintendo.
Man, that almost sounds like a fucking sub-story you could put in a Yakuza game.
You totally could.
You totally fucking could.
Yeah.
Do it.
I'm gonna go work for the Yakuza team just to make them put that in the game.
Yeah, let's do it. Shit. Speaking of, I haven't heard any news about Yakuza 6 or Yakuza Like a Dragon's Western release.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Oh, man, that sucks. I'm expecting...
That game looks great and really confusing.
I'm expecting end of the year release, and I want to play it by then. Yeah, it's around that time. I still need to finish Judgment, though. And that game...
Judgment's cool. I barely touched Kiwami. I should play that.
That game, Judgment, is pretty fun, but like it's a really slow-paced game that focuses on like investigation, detective work, and shit like that.
I remember that scene of when Mishima shows up in Judgment, and Kyoko and Kiryu Koko and from Hollow Live basically comes herself while watching that scene.
Nice. If you ever,
she was so excited.
Ifra, if you ever do like an indie game design, or whatever, if you need voice work, come talk to me. I'll show you my demo reel, and I'm willing to fucking whore my voice out for some shit.
I'm down. I have a weird history of playing obnoxious child characters.
I will do mostly narration or just, whatever.
Yeah.
recommend me something out of my clockwork, and I'll do my damnness.
So the voice I was almost part of a Soul Eater bridge that never got off the ground, but I was like the reason he worked like longer than he should. My cat just tried to jump out a window that was closed, but the yeah, but like he listened to my reel and it's like, okay, you inspired me to work longer than I would have otherwise because I voiced Blackstar, who's basically a Naruto ripoff who talks a lot like this.
Yeah, I remember him. I hated him.
But that was the voice I used. It was the greatest. Everyone hated me.
Dude, speaking of animals jumping at windows, I remember my dog Pookie. Yes, we named him after the stuffed teddy bear from Garfield. Her, actually. I was outside in the backyard when I was a little kid, and Pookie would usually like to jump, but like on the back window to the living room or outside to the patio. But the window was closed one time, and she fucking jumped and just fucking slammed her whole body into the window. She's like, poof. And she's like, what the hell?
I love when animals are stupid fucks.
I do too. It's crazy. I noticed his voice reminds me
of talking about Ghost a lot lately. I think that's super weird.
The man they call Ghost?
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of people talking about Ghost lately.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, the only thing I remember him for was when the Brony fandom was in full swing, he got especially trolled by them.
Huh.
And like they like when they were doing like really good pony songs, like they had a Ghost remix, I think by Wooden Toaster.
Man, you're speaking another different language from me in all ways.
Let me see if I can find it.
The only thing I understand is that this is a My Little Pony reference.
A little bit, like that is a fandom that I kind of like. I do miss because that was its own world for a little bit. Let me see if I can find that.
Man, I used to read a shitload of Garfield in my library. Actually, I still read Garfield comic books at least. Garfield comic strips at least like once a
No, it was Alex S. He was actually my favorite one because he made really good remixes. I think most of them are gone now.
Oh, this guy. Okay, now I heard of him.
Yeah, Ghost.
Man.
But yeah, no, my favorite. I think my favorite. Oh shit. Oh wow, fuck this. This quality is really bad on this image. Originally uploaded in 2011. I'm just looking at this. I'm just listening to this song now. It's picking up. But yeah, Alex S. He currently goes by Andromulus, and unfortunately, I think he hasn't really done much in a while. But he was actually one of the really talented people who made pony remixes.
Huh.
Let me see. Like, I'm gonna check Andromulus. Last video he made was almost a year ago, so I think he probably hasn't done much in a while.
Yeah, I bet you did.
But he was just a really good, like, dubstep artist. But he made a lot of pony songs. That's how he started off.
Oh, okay.
Living Tombstone hasn't done shit in months either.
Not a brony, but I did appreciate all of the different fan works that came out of the fandom, says the freelancer. Well, to be honest, if it weren't
That's
for
fair.
that,
It had great stuff.
true, they did do some good fan work, and to be honest, if it weren't for that, we wouldn't have Them's Fighting Herds, which I heard is actually
so good.
Yeah, I heard great things about that game. So it was meant to be an MLP fighting game, but
fighting is magic.
But they kind of fucked it up, and then Lauren Faust came in and did character designs for that game, and then they were able to make something a little bit better out of it.
It was listed in Wooly's "Shut the Fuck Up" video.
Well, the mistake was apparently they had a tournament of an early build of the game, and they profited.
Yeah, I was there.
They profitized off of it, which was a big fat no-no.
Yep, and I was there.
Well, that's their fault. I'm sorry, it is their fault.
It was their fault for allowing me to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I got an unfinished version where like every character was done except for Fluttershy.
Always Sunny title card meme. I just want a generator for this just in case. Because I've the Always Sunny has like the best segues into their title cards.
They do. Nothing bad's gonna happen. The gang sets D on fire.
No,
My
yeah,
favorite.
yeah, that was my favorite too. Is like, Deandra, I'm just palling out with the boys. Who's gonna get hurt? Frank sets Sweet D on fire, and then you go,
Yep.
okay,
Uh,
I'm in. How this happened? Or,
the only episode that show my dad ever watched was the gang buys a boat, and that one is like probably one of the darkest episodes. It's going like, yeah, like they don't want to leave the boat because of the implication. What are you implying? Nothing. There's just the implication that's there.
no way, they're gonna kill my dad. No, I'm gonna save my dad. Matt kills his dad.
Yeah, Mac's probably my favorite character on Sunny. Actually, no, Charlie.
Oh, I cheated the system. Yeah, what are you gonna do about it now? Sweet D gets audited.
Yep.
Okay, Charlie with his fucking Nightman song was fucking hilarious.
Oh, so the thing is, they actually put on a real Nightman Cometh play for like 5 nights in Philadelphia.
Oh man, I wish that play was around when I was in college so I can just adapt that instead.
That'd be great.
Yeah, the character themes for Fighting is Magic were really good. I'm surprised they never got recycled into
Yeah, they were actually really good.
Well, to be fair, I think my favorite theme song was actually Rarities, and they did sample
Best Pony.
They did sample what was it called? Song of the Dress or something like that.
Yep, Art of the Dress.
That's probably why they couldn't use it.
Okay, so I do remember one of my favorite stupid things that got new life because of Pat was I will forever argue that the greatest abridged series of all time is Friendship is Witchcraft.
Uh-huh.
Because they wrote original songs, they did original animations, and they worked really hard on how this worked, to the point that even one of the voice actors from My Little Pony was a huge fan of the series and referenced Sweetie Bot all the time in her autographs. And what?
Nothing. I'm just thinking to myself, yeah, I'm going to a convention. What's the worst that could happen? Darkscream catches the coronavirus.
Yeah, but so for Friendship is Witchcraft, there's a part where Rarity sing, like they do a remixed version of Art of the Dress, but it's her talking about how she goes to sleep. It's like, no, before you go to sleep, you have to sing the sleep song first. I am not messing up the covers, and sings the whole song, but it's bizarrely close to how Pat mentioned he gets into bed on the Friendcast.
Oh my god.
So people started posting that all the time at Pat just to upset him.
I still love the moment where Pat fucking shit talks the Little Mermaid only to fucking piss off his family.
That part is so good, and unfortunately the animated version is gone now.
Oh, no, I have to check.
Yeah, it's like, so Earl only wanted the dick, did she?
Oh, man. What happened to that channel? Oh.
I don't know, he deleted all of his stuff, and I'm really sad. Same thing kind of happened with Cranky. He deleted a lot of his stuff, but he came back and he's slowly remaking his old videos because his hard drive died, but he still has the raw files from his animations, so he's just rebuilding his animations.
Oh, fuck, you're right. I don't see those animations anymore because that was great because...
Yeah.
And so my dad turns to me and goes, so... Ariel just wanted the dick, did she? And then my mom fucking attacked me for saying, how could you say that about your sister's favorite Disney character?
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh.
I think the most real it got on the podcast recently was somebody sent in a letter and it was saying like, hey, what's something you missed out on that you always will regret? And then Wooly just got really real and says, I regret that I didn't spend more time with my sister until, before she eventually passed.
Yeah, there was nothing funny about that.
And then Pat says, I'm upset that I spent too much time with my brother before he eventually passes.
I remember that.
It was so good.
Dude, check your Facebook message. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me check
Alright.
something.
All right. Nothing yet.
Well, no. It's the message was for me.
Oh, okay.
Original link to make your own. Oh, he gave me an Always Sunny.
Oh, nice. Character.
Okay, I
title
don't know if
generator.
that song was copyrighted, but
I know it's a classical song, but I know a lot of people get copyright struck for it.
yeah. Well, if that's the case, then monetization, whatever. But
Yeah. You ain't getting monetized for this shit after all the stuff I say.
Okay, there's no way to mute that in a timely manner, unless.
Oh, yeah, no.
No, that won't work. But okay. I have the link. I'll use it as a reminder. But
You know what? I fell down a stupid hole today and I started listening to old My Little Pony songs in the shower.
wow. Okay.
I don't remember what triggered it. But I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'll listen to Tubby Wubby Pony Waifu again.
I'm sorry. That's a song from the show?
No, it was written by Rainbow Dash Presents, who would do Okay, honestly, I think that their abridged series was awful, but Rainbow Dash Presents was very funny because he would do dramatic readings and animations of fanfics, but he would change the story completely by the end of it. So he did My Little Dashie, but he decided, nah, it'd be funnier if she started dating the Joker halfway through.
I hate to ask. What the fuck is Tubby Wubby Pony Waifu?
That's the song that the Joker sings to Rainbow Dash.
Oh my god.
I'll send it to you because it's great. It's actually not a bad song. There was a lot of really good covers of it.
I'm not gonna play it, but I'll have it just once the stream is over and see what it's all about. Just
No, I figured that. I'm seeing if I. Oh, God damn! No, stop that.
Oh,
this is like the whole scene. Holy shit!
boy, what ticked me off of my convention is a virtual experience because I heard they're doing that shit now, and I don't have a VR headset.
I'm actually gonna be part of one of those.
I don't have a VR headset, so fuck. By the way, the mayor of Las Vegas is losing her goddamn mind. Whoa. Okay, I can hear it.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
It was picking up, my bad.
Anyways, the mayor of Las Vegas wants to reopen her whole damn city.
Yeah, because they said we'll be the control group.
I'm surprised Evo has yet to be canceled or postponed.
That is surprising, too, because they're full of diseases.
Yeah. For starters...
Is the ghost of Marvel gonna show up again?
For starters, they play Street Fighter V now.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god. Okay, that's fucked up.
What?
Some dude has a haircut, and he was able to craft his hair to be a perfect shape of a spider.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, Chibi Ski, now I'm remembering. So, the joke of the My Little Dashie reading, I honestly recommend the Rainbow Dash Presents, because it was just really weird, odd sense of humor stuff. But they would just take the template of My Little Pony fan fictions and rewrite them to be something completely different. And the case of My Little Dashie, the original story was about this lonely guy who adopts Rainbow Dash, and she gets really unhealthy because he doesn't know how to take care of her. But the version that Drawn Somewhere made, Dawn Somewhere, my bad, was that Batman / Harry Potter smashed into the same character, adopts Rainbow Dash, but can't take care of her because he's out fighting crime too late. And then she eventually starts dating the Joker more, which is Voldemort, Joker combined. Also, they're a monkey.
Yes, Cameron Mosley. I am familiar with the Keith crew, in which case they should probably just rename him. He should just rename himself Mighty Keith because there's no crew. It's just him doing those videos.
It's kind of like Bro Team is one person.
But I love Keith's videos. I think they're fucking hilarious.
Marvel, baby! Not today!
Hey, not this year, baby.
If real life had balance patches, that one was great because I just love.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, because
oh wait, wasn't it? It was like King Treva. Damn it, I don't remember who this guy is. My old roommate watched him all the time, but he did a lot of shit like weird videos like that. But he had one video like if real life attacks had splash damage.
Oh god.
It's like just punches a dude, and then his roommate on the couch gets knocked out. It's like, oh my god, you did that with just your punch. And he did his most popular video is Hood Naruto.
But like in the real life had balance patches video by Keith, like characters were like losing their limbs, their eyes and shit. Because instead of buffing things, they nerf things. And I just remember him screaming about his hand. He's like, no, my hentai, my Bible Black. And he's playing the fucking Guardian theme from Breath of the Wild.
Okay, King Vader is who I was thinking of.
If you remember that song from Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild,
yeah,
the Guardian theme with the will do 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 do. It's a really good tension piece.
Yeah, honestly, so the only issue I take with King Vader is that he made Hood Naruto eventually got a little bit out of control and started having My Hero Academia characters in it, which he should have just called My Hood Ro Academia. Yeah, he just gets people together in like bad cosplays and then they just kind of like have a dance off.
I think Jojo Mon's drunk right now.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of... Yeah, Xeonlight did bring up a good point. The MLP fanbase did like the idea of Pinky becoming a serial killer.
Yeah, because
that was actually all from Cupcakes. That was one fanfic that got way out of hand.
Yeah, which was partially inspired by that one episode where Pinkie Pie got paranoid and she got depressed.
Yes, that episode's amazing.
That episode's great.
It was taken from something vaguely canon.
That was great when she was like talking to her stuffed animal friends. It's like,
oh no, the bag of flour is the best one.
And then she fucking like smiles and has her eyes fucking
Yep, the eye twitch. That was actually her finisher in Fighting is Magic. Is she would crack, and then if she hugged you, you would insta die.
Oh, so it's basically the raging demon.
Yep.
Oh, that's.
But awesome. It was a
Oh,
hug.
that actually works.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But the one that got really out of hand was Psycho Fluttershy.
Oh, Flutter bitch.
Well, it was because of Hot Diggity Demon.
Oh yeah, because she gave her a Fat Albert voice and it made her a serial killer.
What are you doing in my shed?
Hey, stay away from my shed. Yeah, I could do a really good Fat Albert voice.
He put out a video yesterday, actually.
Yeah, I saw that video. He still makes animated content, but
yeah, he's still very funny.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
I think his Apu video is great. Unfortunately, he just gets a lot of hate nonstop.
Here's the thing. I really like the first half of the video before he took the ghost shrooms because I like the conversational thing he had with Goofball.
Oh, yeah. I like the conversation after he took the ghost shrooms, too.
No,
that thing where he's breaking down, like, I thought being an adult would be better than this. Why am I not having fun? Why do I hate it?
Exactly, because it's a relatable thing. It feels like something I would expect from a Clerks film, which is a good thing to say. And I was like, I wanted the whole episode to be that.
You want to stick with it because he wanted to get that out of the way early, because if the entire video was that, it would just be kind of sad and depressing, and he needed to bring some levity to it.
Hey, stay out of my shed. Yeah, I could do a pretty solid Fat
Honestly,
voice.
The Dot Move series was amazing. That was very well done, and Jappalak was such a good webcomic.
You can't eat all those fucking apples.
Like hell, I can't eat all the fuck you. I can't eat all these apples. Somebody actually got the voice actress to say that.
Yeah, I saw that, and
that video was great. And then he just cuts to Applejack with a bat, going, "You best stay out of my territory, bitch."
What the fuck is wrong with us right now?
I don't know. I start.
We are reminiscing about a goddamn My Little Pony show, in which case both of us were already in our mid-20s. What
I
is
miss the
wrong with
fan
us? Yeah, the fan
I
base
should
did
just- I
make
should
good
just-
things out of it. I mean,
I should really just finish the show because I know exactly where I stopped and I can hop right back in.
the show. I'm fine with the 2 seasons, the first 2 seasons.
I think that okay.
Okay, I
You
know
the
one
Dragon Ball Z fight though. I'm fine with it ending there.
Okay,
'Cause
one of the episodes does have Weird Al Yankovic in it. I'll watch that one.
and okay, honestly, the series should have ended at episode 100. Episode 100 is the peak. That is the one where it was all about the background characters that had been given fan personalities. Then they made all the fan personalities canon.
You said they gave Derpy. Well, her name is Bubbles now.
Yes.
Derpy Bubbles.
Yeah. No, they did it very well. Like they did name Derpy in an earlier episode, but it got a lot of flack.
Yeah,
because
I
they
know.
found out that the term Derpy had been kind of bastardized to mean like mentally handicapped, and they didn't want that.
Yeah, I'm familiar with all that controversy, and I hated that.
Yeah, and that was terrible. So they had to redo that episode completely until they took her name out. But then when they eventually gave her her own like focus, they did do it very well. She had kind of the ditzy voice, and it worked. It worked out like very good.
Huh.
And like that whole episode is so well done and very funny. And okay, I think the craziest fan base thing was Stephen Magnet.
Who?
So, in episode 1, there's a very effeminate sea serpent who talks kind of like this. Like, oh, my mustache! And the reason they call him Stephen Magnet is because when people were watching the episode on YouTube, if you had the subtitles on, it couldn't process his voice correctly, and the second he appears, the subtitles just read Stephen Magnet. So it's like, oh, that's his name now.
Nice.
And they made that his canon name.
Y'all hear about the live action One Punch Man? Yeah, that's probably not gonna... Sony Pictures, right?
That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, ain't gonna happen. Where the fuck is that Robotech movie you cocksuckers promised 5 years ago?
Oh, yeah, if it's right, that was episode 2. I forgot that it's a two-parter.
All right, anyways. But yeah, Sony, you talk a lot of fucking big air, but most of your films are delayed till 2021. You're talking about, oh, we should make a live action adaptation of this movie. We should make a live action adaptation of that movie. You want to talk about making a live action One Punch Man? Again, you promised a Robotech movie. Where the fuck is that Robotech movie, huh? Fuck you.
Do you remember that BioShock movie that never happened?
Exactly.
Yeah, that got made into A Cure for Wellness, which is apparently one of the worst movies ever made.
Yeah, figured as much. I don't buy them making a One Punch Man movie. Nobody would. They're not going to make it.
I don't believe movies exist until I see a trailer.
I don't believe movies exist anymore because theaters are dead because
That's
Corona.
true.
Because Corona killed the theater experience. In which case, I'm not crying about it.
Like, even though I have sick curiosity, I'm not sure that that Illumination Mario Brothers movie is going to happen.
I don't want it to happen because Illumination sucks as a studio.
The thing about it that I bring up to Al every time it comes up is this is going to be the one case where Mario wouldn't be voiced by Charles Martinet, because good luck getting an animation studio to bring in an actual voice actor. They're just going to bring in Hollywood stars.
Yeah, they always do that, and I hate that shit. That's why in the Scoop trailer, I was disappointed by the fact that they couldn't just bring back the original current voice actors they had. Like,
yeah, the one
Frank
from the
Welker,
show.
Frank Welker is Scooby, but he's not Fred Jones for some reason. And you
Okay, so Zeal Knight, damn it, don't bring me back to this, because Twilight Alicorn was one of my favorite memes ever. Because it was just people recontextualizing Thanks Obama memes to Thanks M.A. Larson memes, because that was the name of the writer who was in charge of that episode. And it would just be people like opening cupboards, then like a bunch of Twilight Alicorns fall out, and it says Thanks M.A. Larson.
And Matthew Lillard, who's a pretty reputable celebrity in live action segments, couldn't come back to play Shaggy in this? I mean...
Yeah, sure, that'd be great.
Like, you know, if...
Yeah, bring back the dude who played him in the live action movie. That guy's a meme. He has draw.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm cool with that. I usually
Yeah,
hate. They always do it
bring
because they
me
want.
Shaggy in there. I don't care, even though I hate Super Saiyan Shaggy. It's fine.
No, I think Matthew Lillard was okay as Shaggy for the material he had in the live-action Scooby movie. Though
Yeah.
they turned him into such a pussy, he was okay leaving his friends to die at one point.
Yeah.
Which I
Oh
hated.
no, I that's a movie
But when he
that I
voiced
wish
when
we
he
got to-
voiced him in Mystery Incorporated as well as the direct to
Oh yeah, that was
direct to
great. Mission
TV
Incorporated is wonderful.
and the direct to DVD Scooby films, I thought he fucking nailed it as Shaggy. So like I wouldn't mind seeing him come back like that. But yeah, I just really hate this celebrity stunt casting bullshit.
It's dumb. I don't like it either.
I don't like it. I don't like it, man. If you're gonna make like a CG Mass Effect movie with Garrus in it, I want Garrus's voice actor from the video games to play his role, not fucking Channing Tatum or some bullshit.
Honestly, if you're gonna make a Spawn movie, cast Keith David.
Exactly. If you're gonna make a CG Spawn movie, Keith David. Fuck it.
Live action Spawn movie, Keith David.
Sure, why not? Fuck it. He's old as hell, but you know.
Age him down. Well, he's wearing a mask most of the time anyway. Who cares?
Or better yet, just fucking have him start off being super old. Why not? Let's have an old
That'd be cool.
senior citizen superhero for once. I don't know.
I'd like an old superhero. I like old man. Fucking, I want Batman. I want Batman Beyond.
Oh god, I do too, and I want Michael
I
Keaton
was
to be
pissed
Bruce
that they
Wayne.
didn't make a Batman Beyond movie where they could have had Adam West.
Rest in peace.
Dude, that was the thing that made me the saddest about his death, is that they couldn't have cast him as Bruce Wayne in a Batman Beyond
You know what the
movie.
worst part is? They were going to make a third animated Batman 66 film,
Oh,
and it was going to focus on Harley Quinn.
I would love 60s Harley Quinn.
I would love to see that too, and they said they're not going to do it out of respect because no one else can be that particular version of Batman other than Adam West. But that being said, I am glad they got Two-Face, my favorite Batman villain, in there, and he's played by fucking William Shatner. So
Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, Jojo Man. So there was going to be a BioShock movie, but it fell through, and it became a movie called The Cure for Wellness. That's awful.
yeah. And here's the funny thing. The clips I've seen of Two-Face in 60s Batman is still more serious than the goddamn Tommy Lee Jones one.
Even if it's your favorite depiction of Two-Face.
Well, it's not my favorite depiction of Two-Face. Mine is still Aaron Eckhart, but I still have a guilty pleasure soft side for that version of Two-Face. I really do.
Because Tommy Lee Jones is great.
Like he just it's either he was drunk on set or he was having a lot of fun, but either way,
He was trying to upstage Jim Carrey is what was going on.
Yeah, that was what it is. I can't sanction your buffoonery, so I'm just gonna add more buffoonery to the situation. Let's start this party with a bang.
Just showing how easy it is to be a buffoon. It's great.
Oh man, which is probably why I want to do my Two-Face cosplay with like a buffoon weeb. I want that Ahegao suit. I want half of my hair to be a buzz cut, the left half to stay long. I just want to look completely psychotic and so psychotic that everyone is just gonna keep their distance away from me so I can practice the social distancing rule. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the left half of the face with the makeup and shit. I'm thinking a yellow eye, a yellow cat eye. So I need a eye contact.
Oh, you gotta have like a cat ear headband, but only on one side.
We still got about 10 minutes before our average time, so let's see what other people are talking about.
Yeah,
there has been a whole line in gaming news of Final Fantasy VII sold very well, so that's good.
That's good.
Sakura Wars is coming out. I need to watch a video on that franchise so I can get warmed up to it. I don't give a shit about movies.
There's a few movies I wanted to see, but I don't know how to watch
apparent-
any of them, especially The Color Out of Space. I really wanted that.
Apparently, Lance is saying that one of the reasons why a Bioshock movie never happened was because there was a dispute between making it rated R or PG-13 between the director.
I saw that, and I totally believe it.
Me
and
too.
That is the saddest thing, because that is also what killed the Mountains of Madness movie that Guillermo del Toro wanted to do.
Honestly, it made the Venom movie even more unbelievable that it's PG-13, especially since Venom fucking like eats at least 3 different heads.
Oh. Have you ever seen This Film Is Not Yet Rated?
No, I haven't. Oh wait, wait. Yeah, I did see it. It was the documentary series about the
MPAA and how biased and asshole-ish they are.
Yeah, I saw that actually. Yeah, I'll take it back. Yeah, I saw it. It was a Netflix documentary.
I recommend it. Everyone should watch it. This Film Is Not Yet Rated.
I want to see the video game equivalent that focuses on the ESRB.
That would be great, because the ESRB is also fucked.
Speaking of the ESRB, man, and the controversy behind it, I was going to mention it in Absolute Counter. I probably still will, just in case. But I did pick up Night Trap on the Switch for like $3.
Oh, yeah.
Just to see what gaming history was like.
No.
That game is fucking tame. What the fuck are these fucking... Dude, if I was the game developer, I would sue the shit out of that senator for fucking plagiarism.
Out of all of Congress.
There was nothing about that game that was gratuitous. Nothing.
That was a PG movie.
It was.
It was a made-for-TV suspense movie.
It was a cheesy... Not saying that the game is bad. I actually had fun playing it, but like it was...
Yeah.
But it did not justify getting attacked by fucking Congress at all.
It was not Phantasmagoria.
Oh, yeah, I was about to bring that up. I was going to bring up Phantasmagoria and Harvester. Harvester,
that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Well, Phantasmagoria was also pretty freaky.
Well, no, I was thinking, what was that other one? Yeah, Harvester. That one was violent with a message, though, for Harvester.
Yeah, it was violent with a message, but it also pushed envelopes in other areas too. I think there was like implied pedophilia in there as well.
There's a line I used in my Interspecies Reviewers video where I said it may have pushed the envelope, but this thing pushed the whole goddamn post office.
Yeah, I'm like...
I like that line a lot. I'm going to use it more.
The funny thing is, there are behind the scenes documentaries of Night Trap. You can look it up on YouTube. It's from a YouTube channel called My Life in Gaming, or if you have the game, you could just go into the bonus features because it looks like a DVD menu, which I thought that was a nice touch in my personal opinion. But they basically said that they were actually trying to dial it back a little bit to not be too violent, not to get too controversial.
God damn it, Ifrit, that pun actually reads and I'm upset.
In the original... Oh, that was a joke from Mike Kaplan. I remember that.
I've heard that joke before, but like I'm upset that I can read in that tone.
Denim.
Anyways, denim.
Anyways, but originally, well, see, in the game, it's about trapping these fucking monsters known as augurs who dress in all black and fucking hobble around like a bunch of weirdos. They kind of look like the Putty Patrol or some shit. And
they do.
And they have these stupid little blood extractor thingies that are like 3 feet long or something. But originally they had plans to actually have straight up... the game had a lot of fucking reworks and stuff. It originally was set to ninjas stealing money from a safe or whatever while girls are having a sleepover party to, okay, why don't we just have a vampires attack them?
Vampires, fuck it.
But then Hasbro said something about a particular type of violence. I forgot what it was called.
Violence against women or something?
No, it was like a term. It was like recreational violence or something. But that's why they created the augurs with the fucking devices and shit. So they were playing it safe. In the original game, there was like a 13-year-old kid that fucking gets captured and killed at one point if you're careless.
Yeah.
It's in the 25th anniversary edition, but it's not in the original game, and we can suspect why. It's because a death of a minor is probably going to get some boob. So they were playing it safe.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing way too hard at Ifrit's stupid follow-up Mario joke.
All right,
Buy the chicken across the road. Denim, denim, denim.
but they were playing it safe when they were making this game. They weren't trying to be edgy or pushing the envelope, and yet for some reason they got singled out by these fuckheads at Congress.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat got singled out probably for good reason, but Night Trap didn't deserve it.
Would I recommend Night Trap? Yeah, if it's on sale again, which goes on sale very often. Like if you can get it for like $5 or less, yeah, I recommend it. There is.
Oh yeah, Cameron, we're talking about Night Trap and how it was one of the controversial games that led to the creation of the ESRB, even though the game itself is really tame.
Yeah, it doesn't deserve the shit it got, but
there's plenty more violent games out there.
I still, even during the time, but I still recommend it on sale. Because the 25th anniversary edition comes with like a bunch of bonus content, behind the scenes stuff. They even, if you're able to do a perfect run of the game, you can actually unlock the prototype of Night Trap called Scene of the Crime.
That's cool.
Which is basically has the same gameplay, but the mechanic was you have to find out who stole jewels out of this particular safe. Even though every character in that fucking Scene of the Crime has the same intentions, only one person was able to pull it off. So you have to watch all these different security camera footages and find out who done it.
I'm trying to remember the name of that one like weird live action game that came out recently. I remembered it was The Quiet Man.
Huh.
Which I need to watch a playthrough of The Quiet Man because I hear it's one of the worst things ever created.
Mortal Kombat was responsible, but Night Trap was put on the same level as Mortal Kombat.
Like they consider Night Trap just as violent and just as harmful as Mortal Kombat.
Which is bullshit.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat, I kind of understand. Night Trap,
Mortal Kombat's way more harmful because it feels like it plays underwater.
You know what the real fucked up part is? One of the developers actually asked that senator, "Did you play Night Trap?" And he said, and this fucker, this fucking pretentious piece of shit, bullshit, asshole, so-called moral rights activist, but probably secretly a pedophile asshole said,
"Oh God,"
said, "Oh, I don't have to. I know this game is filth." I would have lawyered the fuck up if that were me, man.
Yeah. In the case of The Quiet Man, the gimmick of it is the main character's death, so all the cutscenes are silent.
That game. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, all the cutscenes are silent, but when you beat the game, then you can hear what people are saying, so you can finally understand the story, and the story still sucks.
Oh, but yeah, I know Jim Sterling did a video of it. I wonder if he did a follow-up seeing what the story was about, because I want to know, but I don't want to play the game because...
But you would transform into like a weird demon at the end of the game.
Like, what the... You couldn't at least put subtitles on...
No, you're deaf. Shut up.
Yeah, but deaf people can still read lips or...
This guy's an idiot. Shut up. Honestly, you know what? My favorite example of that is Nier 1.
I have a question, but what is your worst Final Fantasy game, movie, or thing ever related to game or movie? Spirits Within really did a fucking number on that studio, so I'm gonna fucking say that. Plus, it was the most non-Final Fantasy thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, honestly, I can't think of anything worse than that, really.
Yeah, like Final Fantasy Unlimited.
I don't like 13, but...
Final Fantasy Unlimited, I know a lot of people like to shit on it, and it probably is bad, but at least it was Final Fantasy.
Oh man, if you got, I would not fault you if you got sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends because like, yeah, money's good.
Dude, I almost want to fucking prank Magus during Absolute Counter and be like, "Okay, Magus, I'll let you talk, but first, a word from our sponsors," and then he just freak the fuck out, and I'll be like,
we should do that."
He doesn't listen to Weeb and Talkin, so we could probably get away with it.
Oh, we're gonna do that.
We should totally do that in front of him just to mess with him because I think it'll be a fun.
Raid Shadow Legends is the most popular RPG on the phone market. I'm gonna like watch a video to get the exact script down and like send it to you so we can read it.
Spirits Within, I hated it. I really hated it. Like
it killed an entire studio.
it fucking got Sakaguchi out of the Final Fantasy seat, even though he wanted to get out of it so he could pursue his hip hop career, according to Mega 64.
I agree with him for do it.
Do what? Oh yeah, dude, the sponsor prank. Yeah, just remind me.
We're doing that shit.
Oh, I'll secretly nod to you. And then halfway in, I was like, okay, before we talk about our actual subject, a word from our sponsors. I'm gonna keep that in there, man.
Yep, that sounds fun.
I hope we can actually record next week. I was all down for it this week, but to be honest, I need to look up more game over screens and shit.
I'm gonna have to do the same.
I
have a few ideas, but I know there's a lot I'm missing.
Spirits Within, Kingsglaive, I didn't see. Oh God, don't get me started on Final Fantasy 15. That's a game I wanted to enjoy because I like the concept.
It's a good concept.
You know, bros going on a field trip on the car. That seems a lot of fun. But oh God, it was just such a fucking mess.
Persona 5 has a really good bad ending.
I prefer my bad endings to be way more tragic.
How do you feel about the white ending from Shin Megami Tensei 4? If you know about that one,
I didn't see that one yet because I have.
Okay. It's.
Oh, you muted out again.
He's never going to get better. Everything's going to suck. Time to destroy everything.
You muted out in the first half.
Sorry, it's a thing where the spirit of the white is the part of humanity that is longing for destruction. So you basically destroy an interdimensional transporter as the final boss. As that's all it is. You hit a transporter until it breaks and creates a black hole that wipes out the universe.
Damn. Yeah, that's brutal.
And it is just filled with the saddest music while your AI just actually cracks a little bit and shows emotion for the first time. I guess this is our last mission, Master.
Damn. Okay, that's pretty rock solid.
The AI is great. Burroughs is one of my favorite characters because in the neutral ending, she talks mad shit to Satan and God.
Man, I need to actually continue fucking SMT4.
Oh, it's so good. It's hard to get the neutral ending, but if you can get it, I recommend. That's such a good ending.
Yeah, I always go neutral anyways.
It's really hard to do because it's a meter based on your choices that you don't see.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 4's game over screen, Ifrit. I remember that one vividly because that's your character falling down a pit, and once the continue hits the zero, he gets fucking impaled. That's really good. I like that.
Oh, I loved that when I was a kid.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 15, it's just, it was an incomplete mess because Tabata had to fucking pick up the pieces. The gameplay was not that fun. The side missions weren't that great. The characters were underwritten because in order for you to actually find out why these guys are loyal to the prince, you have to watch a fucking prequel anime, which I fucking hate when they make you do homework like that.
Yeah, terrible.
Halfway in the game, you lose the freedom to explore the world, and it turns into Versus 13. There was a character who changes motivations at one point, but you don't know why, but that got patched later on. And that was another thing. The game had to keep getting patched and patched and patched to get things to make sense again. But 75% of the Season 2 pass got fucking axed, and Tabata left Square Enix. So, yeah, it's a...
Oh, fuck, there was a Scorpion movie. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I've yet to see it. I want to see it because it actually looks like the closest things we'll get to an R-rated Mortal Kombat film.
Yeah, Super Eye Patch Wolf's video on Final Fantasy 15 is quite good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sounds like he's going to cry, so you'd hate it.
Yeah. To be honest, in this case, I understand because I too wanted Final Fantasy 15 to be enjoyable.
One of my favorite things on one of his more recent videos, it's like, hey guys, I just played Shenmue 3 and it's really bad.
As it should be, because why did you have hopes up for Shenmue in the first place?
Because he really, really liked Shenmue 1 and 2, and that it being bad destroyed him.
Well, did he replay those games recently?
Yeah, he did. He replayed it for a video like 4 months ago.
And?
He still said he loved it.
Okay, so he was obviously being blinded by nostalgia, because if you
remember that he appreciates it for the time it came out in, but Shenmue 3 feels like it came out like a year later than the Shenmue 2. And I think that Donkey put up a really good example. He did the similar thing with his Kingdom Hearts 3 video by showing everything that came out and set the gaming world on fire in those 15 years since the previous game.
It's not the fact that other open world games have caught up to Shenmue. They fucking surpassed them, and then they fucking lapped around them.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
And
I can't
if Shenmue evolved, it probably would have been good, but they said, nope, we're going to make it the same as it would have been if it was made in 2004.
No, not even then. 2002, maybe.
Yeah, you're right.
Because, what the Yu Suzuki, did you not play any other games since then?
No, he doesn't have time. He's too busy working on Shenmue 3.
Fucking Christ.
And then it has the gall to end with a to be continued.
Yeah, which, by the way, not going to happen.
Good. I hope it doesn't. It doesn't deserve to happen.
No, I agree. He should just fucking crawl back to Sega and make a Virtua Fighter 6.
As Jeff Gersman said, it's a forklift simulator for assholes.
And there's nothing wrong with doing a forklift simulation game, but you got to make it fun and you got to make it enjoyable, like
battle construction vehicles.
Yeah, exactly. In the case of Fissa and North Star Lost Paradise, there's a side mission in the game where you play as a bartender, and that's fucking it.
That's great.
But in the mission is you have to either stir your analog stick or shake your controller in order to mix a drink. And that itself is pretty damn simplistic. But what they do afterwards, if you complete it, it actually shows Kenshiro doing a crazy ass shake and spin with his martial arts abilities, and he comes up with a funny name with his cocktail drink. He'd be like, "You are already drunk. 100 proof
That's
rush."
Great.
That shit lasts in my head. That is fun. That is exciting. You took something very simple and made it enjoyable and memorable to me. What does Shenmue do? I'm going to throw rocks at buckets.
Yep.
12. Well, big brain there, buddy.
Yeah. I'm going to spend forever looking in this house for talismans. Hey, I would like to gamble. I will play Lucky Hit. It's 2019. I will still talk like this.
That's another goddamn thing. You took talented voice actors like Richard Epcar and Erica Harlacher, and then purposely gave them the stiffest dialogue, which brings me to my next point about the fucking fan base and their fucking hypocritical standards. Shenmue is meant to be this ironic and enjoyable. No, it's not. Yu Suzuki was clearly taking himself seriously when writing this narrative. And if you're supposed to take the story seriously, why isn't the voice acting up to standard?
Yes.
Here's the thing. If you want to redub Castlevania Symphony of the Night with the voice actors from the original game, I'm all right with that, but I'm pretty sure they would have upped their fucking performance or have at least a competent
And they did. And I have that thing where I still love the bad voice acting, but if they were going to make a sequel, make it better.
They changed the voice actors. I'm going to be honest. I wish they found Alucard's original voice for him to come back at the very least, because I'm cool with everyone else. But, man, do I wish Alucard came back.
Yeah. I think one of the odd ones, I would love to see Capcom try to track down the original actress for Jill Valentine.
Yeah, I could see that.
Apparently she's missing because they casted her fresh out of high school and they never got her name written down.
I don't know if we're gonna get a Lost Paradise sequel, but I want to see. I want to see more goofy anime spin-offs like this. I want to see a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure using the Yakuza
Morocho designed by the Yakuza team would be the best.
I want to see that. I want to see will be another good anime or manga to adapt
Honestly,
from.
One Piece designed by the Yakuza team would be cool.
Yeah, that would be all right. Even though I don't like One Piece all that much,
I don't
maybe.
like One Piece much either, but I think it'd be well handled by them.
I say go Hero Aka because that's more popular, and I would
Yeah.
actually play it because Hero
I would
Aka
like
actually
a
has some
Soul
good
League
moments.
game. That's never gonna happen, but I'd like it.
I don't know, something stupid fan servicey with big titties.
Monster Musume game.
Sure, why not? Play as a fucking centaur.
Just no, play as the whole Mon Squad. There we go. Just solve Monster Girl crimes.
They'll only limit it to 4 playable characters because that was the maximum in Yakuza's 4 and 5.
That's fine. They have 4 characters there.
Well, yeah, but there's like 7 in the harem, right?
But no, I was saying you play as the Mon Squad.
The
So
Mon
you get
Squad.
Doppel, Smith, Monaco, and Tio. Oh,
Okay.
fuck it. No, cut out Smith. Zombina. My bad.
Fuck it, yeah, let's play as them. That would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be the best. I want this game now. There's no market except me and you, but I want this.
Want to play as the Cyclops girl and have really fucked up depth perception.
Yeah, and snipe. I want to play as Tio and chuck vending machines.
Oh god, that would be great. Press circle to lift vending machine and then just fucking do a heat action with it.
Yep. Zombina just has like all the health in the world. But if she gets shot too much, she can't move anymore because she's too full of bullets.
Dude, that scene with Zombina was still the greatest when she fucking detached her titty in front of him.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, that was
Okay. I really started liking Doppel after a while, after she started like going harder into the Cthulhu mythos stuff.
To be fair, that was like the most underdeveloped character for the early parts of that series.
Yeah, she got developed more in the manga, and like she actually started wearing clothes too, which was cool.
Man, I want to
But she has cute outfits, which is way better than her being naked.
God, they need to make more spin-offs focusing on the Mon Squad.
I would love that.
That seems like a much more interesting story, trying to like protect the peace of people and monsters and shit, but
Somebody brought up a good point, like recently, that says with the most recent chapter of Monster Musume, a third of the series has been away from main character's house and they haven't gone back. They've had like 3 vacation arcs in a row.
well, to be fair, like half of Negima, they're away from a horror academy and into a fucking magical world, so
That's fair.
yeah.
Interspeed's Reviewers game would be too ridiculous. I don't know, that could never get made.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Honestly, just Interspeed's Reviewers game, but it's the cast having adventures and being upset that they're not having sex.
I'm actually I'm curious about the behind the scenes of that Mortal Kombat movie because, yeah, Patrick Seitz is Scorpion again, which I'm glad, but Richard Epcar, I thought he nailed it as Raiden consistently. I'm surprised he didn't come back.
That's odd, yeah.
Yeah. And I want to say maybe Johnny Cage's voice actors, or maybe it's a conflict or whatever. I don't know. I assume Richard Epcar is a very busy man who gets like fucking 30 gigs a month.
Yeah.
That guy, like you hear that guy's voice everywhere, so.
Yep.
Maybe it's just one that just slipped through the cracks. Anyways, guys, we've been talking for over 3 fucking hours.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Probably a good time to start wrapping it up.
Yeah, I know. And I want to drink some more, so
I'm gonna take some aspirin so I don't get a hangover and make some stir fry before I go to bed.
yeah, funny thing is I'm going to fucking come out strong after this because I'm going to wake up early in the morning. I'm going to have enough energy to work on my fucking thighs, but I'll still be super drunk.
Gotta wake up for work. I'll work from 8 till 5 and then probably go biking and work out.
All right. Take care, dude. And I hope you guys enjoy this. Like I said, unless some bullshit happens, next week I do plan on streaming the new Sakura Wars game. So
And
catch me for
hopefully
that.
we'll be able to do the absolute counter because I really want to get in on that topic.
Oh, I do too. I think talking about game overs is a fucking fun thing to talk about, and I think you'll enjoy.
Yeah.
I think you'll enjoy conversing with Magus because
I think I've talked to him before.
he's a pretty aggressive and a bit opinionated, but I think you can get along with him.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Sounds like me.
Yeah, pretty much. But so with that, this is Starscream signing out.
So Scribbleton signing off.
Take care, everybody.
Good night.